Hello, everybody. So we're doing something different today. I'm still joined by my lovely duo co-hosts, Captain Custard and the Boot Man.
I thought it was shut the fuck up.
No, you're the Boot Man now.
The boot
The
man?
boot man.
Yeah, you're the Boot Man.
There's a snake in my boot.
You don't know a boot man.
But
Wait,
anyway,
I tried to make a joke out of that and I failed.
yeah, good job.
Woo!
Anyway,
Start.
Failing at life, kill myself.
Huh?
Good start.
Yeah, good start.
I thought you said restart.
But this restart. No, so we're gonna do like a podcast sort of thing. Just kind of talk. Just have a chill
Just
time.
put it on in the background and don't watch it like
Yeah.
you do with probably the rest of all.
Yeah,
the
which is
watch.
great. You know, that's great.
That's what I do.
This'll. I'm not sure what I want to do with this yet. This might
Listen
come out.
to us while you do your homework.
This might come out the same, like as the same time as just a normal video. Just to kind of keep it
Keep it going.
going. Because I don't know what
Break the
people
chain.
like, but
Got
yeah,
to stay new.
that's where we're doing this, anyways.
I don't know what the kids are into these days.
But
iPods.
we
Tide Pod corn cob. It's gonna be a thing.
I'm not. You know what? Let's do this.
Huh.
Do this.
Ooh, surprise.
Let's do this. All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
I can seductively lick a bottle.
Well, I'm gonna do that too if you're doing it.
See how far you can stick your tongue in it.
Don't worry,
It's really
guys. It
hard.
won't be this dumb the whole time.
Sounds good.
I made a funny noise.
All right. So I got a random question generator here, and we're
Oh,
gonna
that sounds fun.
yeah,
it
yeah,
does.
and we're gonna ask each other. We're gonna all answer the same question. Okay,
Okay.
One
Sound
at a
good?
time or all at once?
one at a time for sure.
1 out of 10. How gay you.
How gay you! All right. So, what is something that you've never done but would like to try?
Oh, fuck. So many things because I don't do shit.
Never
Any-
done but would love to try.
Oh.
It's
I have no fucking clue.
well, I have an answer, so maybe I'll go first.
Yeah,
That's a
go
tough,
first,
That's a
yeah.
tough question.
There's one thing that I would like to do that I've never tried, and that is fly in a helicopter. I would
Oh.
love to go up in the sky.
I have actually. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
did when I
That
was
branches
in
off
Rome.
like drive a monster truck.
You want to drive a monster
I
truck?
wanna
There you
drive a
go.
monster
See,
truck.
there's that. That's why he's called the Boot.
It's fucking and then crush the neighbors' cars.
I don't know. What?
Just screw the
If,
neighbor across
if
the
you
alley.
don't got an answer, it's all good.
No, I want an answer though. I want to be included. Damn it!
I mean, I would say, make a Jaguar grill that lights up, but we already did that.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Oh, I know what I want to do.
What?
But
I
never
want
tried.
to. I want to take a shitty car like we always plan. Like with my car that got wrecked before I could actually wreck it. I just want to take it and just like rally cross it down a trail and just fuck the shit out of it.
There you go. There's some good answers there.
But see,
What's
you can
going-
still do that.
I
Even though
could
it's
still do
wrecked.
that, but it'll probably catch fire.
Exactly! It makes it all more fun because then there's a fireworks show at the end.
All right.
It's true.
So I got a good question
Ooh.
because I kind of know.
Oh.
I dropped my mouse. I kind of know
Your
what.
phone.
Yeah. What is the first thing that you notice when meeting someone new?
Oh, geez.
Eyes.
Yeah. Or like just what they're
Like,
wearing.
Well, see,
probably,
more
from a
specifically,
distance?
like with women, the first thing I notice is the eyes.
Yeah.
See, the eyes or the lips. Those are the first two things I notice. But like with guys, it's more so like the hair and facial structure.
See, I always notice hair first on women. I don't know why. And eyes. I don't know. Usually I just see what they're wearing and I'm like, cool.
So I have a
Oh,
funny
man.
thing about my answer. I don't recognize people until I match a personality to their face. So that's why I forget like a lot of people's names because like
yeah.
so that's really the first thing that I fully recognize is their personality because like if I don't remember.
Yeah. So it's like trying to identify something with the name.
Yeah, and that's really hard for me when I don't understand, what.
Yeah.
Yeah. pet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Neato.
Mhm.
Taylor, you're so unique.
I'm so unique.
Me
So
and
in
Colby
depth
just-
with it. I'm just like eyes, mouth, facial structure, and hair.
I noticed their left nostril, and if it's bigger than the right one, and if it is, then I'm definitely gonna fall in love today.
The thing I notice the most is if they have elf ears.
People tell me I do.
Kinda.
See? Point proven.
The thing I notice most is if their kneecaps are chapped, because if their kneecaps are chapped, they probably suck a lot of dick.
Oh god. Okay. So the next question is: do you prefer cats or dogs?
Cats.
Yeah, I've had dogs for so long, and they're so fucking like one just barks. So you guys know,
Yeah.
of course you know.
I like cats because they're assholes. That's the reason why I like cats.
I just
That's
like
fair.
it because they're more chill and like they can break my shit. I don't.
and cats
care.
don't bark.
Exactly. I don't
They'll,
have
they'll like
to-
hiss and like claw the like absolute piss out of you until you're crying tears of blood. But you know, they're fluffy and adorable and cute.
It's true.
Especially Munchkin kitties. I want one of those.
I've had amazing cats,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I love cats.
Well, just about every cat I've had.
Shout out to Gibby.
Shout out to Gibby.
Oh.
I love cats. They're wonderful. They've been wonderful to me. They're so much easier to take care of than a dog.
Oh yeah, they are.
You can go away on a trip and just leave like a cat box and
You
a
can
bunch of cat
actually
food
move
and
with
stuff.
cats to most places.
Yeah, that's
You can
true.
make Mount Cat Foodamus.
Yeah, and then they'll be good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. They'll be good. They don't need the attention as
You
bad
leave
as
a
dogs
dog.
do.
You
or
leave a
anything.
dog home for even 10 minutes, and your trash is across your floor. Your toilet paper's everywhere.
There's shit all over the walls.
And
Yeah.
I love dogs as well. I have amazing
Yeah.
dogs as well. They're very good animals. But
We have some
I just
amazing dogs
prefer
in my
cats.
house. Some.
your dog pissed on my foot.
That was hilarious.
That was one of the good ones.
Did you ever hear about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do
Oh,
like that
Stu,
dog.
damn
Stu's a
Stu.
good dog.
Chubby little fat wiener. Just imagine that.
and
But not in that context.
then he peed on my foot. All right. Ooh. This is a
Ooh.
question that we can really get in depth with.
Ooh-wee.
What motivates you?
Oh my god.
Right?
Motivates me?
Yeah.
Fuck,
Like, to do
nothing.
what?
Just motivates you. What motivates you to be what you're doing?
Makes my head hurt.
what
I don't think this in depth.
I think I have an answer actually.
is
Go
your
for it.
answer?
So for me, it's like it's other people because I have no motivation myself. But if someone like tries to get me to do something or like believes that I can do something, like I'm all for it. But like my motivation fades so fast, so I have to like keep it up, and I feel like I'm just needy as all hell. But like it's just so hard for me. I have no passion in life.
Yeah,
So
and
just eat a Tide Pod.
and I can actually branch off of what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm I don't have much motivation to do much of anything. I'm somewhat, more motivated than Colton seems to be,
Oh
but
yeah.
it's still very tough for me to get out and do things that I want to do, which is sad because I want to do them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I totally agree that like friends and family and just the love and support of everybody is really what motivates me to do anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes it's fucking hard to find motivation.
Oh yeah.
Like some people just don't give a shit,
Mhm.
and some friends you just don't talk to about shit.
See what's motivating towards me though? Is
Money.
as weird as no. As actually as weird as it sounds is death. Because
fair.
I'm
Yeah.
scared shitless of it. And so the thing is, I can't stand being in a house all day. I have to get out and do something. I want to go out and do shit, experience new things, do new things.
That's a
Because-
good thing.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to sit there and be on my deathbed remembering, yeah, I sat on my ass for 40 fucking hours a day playing fucking Minecraft. for the
How
rest
do
of
you
my
know what
life.
my deathbed's gonna be like?
No. Instead of Minecraft, it's YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh.
and your 2 years worth of YouTube.
Yeah, fun fact,
Oh.
I have
Go
almost
on.
like a year or more just on my Xbox One clocked in of YouTube.
Oh
Just-
my
but
god.
yeah, so, like-
Sometimes I fall asleep to it, but just
But yeah, so like, like I fear it so much that it makes me want to go out and do things and try new things. That's why I've tried so many different vehicles, for instance.
Yeah.
And
I went from a
fucked up
fucking
so much.
Honda, and now I drive a big-ass truck.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned that the Honda was a better choice.
Yeah.
All right. Next question. We go to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like those answers a
We're
lot,
getting
actually.
progress.
What is your favorite childhood memory?
Childhood memory.
Jeez.
Favorite one.
God, I don't know if I have a favorite.
There's so many good ones.
Yeah.
There's so many bad ones.
You know
Yeah.
what? Childhood memory, technically, because I think you can consider a high school memory a childhood memory.
That's close
Yeah.
enough, man.
I mean, we're still kids.
4th of
Yeah.
July.
4th of
Oh,
All
July.
the
yeah.
4th of Julys.
Yeah, blowing up fucking model cars, blowing
Well, no,
up
see,
dollar store shit.
My favorite one was when my mom had that one boyfriend. I think his name was like Richard or something like that.
Yeah, his name was Richard.
And he was like throwing like fuses and shit at people, and I threw that fuse at Seth and burned the shit out of his arm. And then that was the same day that we took like the Shrek version of the Humpty Dumpty guy. And he had this rubberized face, and the way it would work is you'd set him on the table and push down his head, and his mouth would move. And well, we get this bright idea, like, let's do something with this guy. And so I take a fucking lighter to his face and light his nose on fire, and we just let him sit like that in the road while we went and did our own thing. We didn't pay attention to him at all. We came back, and he's this melted mess of rubber and plastic, and
That's awesome.
we kept it for a while, and then my grandparents threw it away.
Dude, 4th of Julys were always
But you know what was the best?
Hmm.
The giant jawbreaker, the giant stale jawbreaker that we drilled a hole in and put a firecracker
Oh,
in.
yeah.
And it shot pieces everywhere.
That's like creating your own grenade over
It
there.
was.
For real, dude.
It was bad. Bad idea. What about you?
For me?
Yeah.
It's gonna sound weird
Hmm.
because it doesn't sound like it would be my favorite childhood memory, but it was actually the big ass fight that me and my brother got into.
Oh, yeah, the bonding thing.
Yeah. So me and my brother got into this huge fight, and we both kind of did some things that we shouldn't have through the house. He busted a hole through the door. I just fucked with him as much as I could, and we both got really pissed off at each other. And
That just sounds like sibling rivalry. right
yeah,
there.
no, and that's what it was. It's exactly what it was. But I just, I don't know what happened, but I just busted down and just couldn't, like, I was scared about, like, what was happening and all that. But, me and my brother, we kind of got together and we were both just kind of like, hey, fuck it. Why are we being this way to each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're brothers. We gotta keep each other, We
That's
gotta
what me and my
watch each
sister
other's
do.
back.
We hate each other.
Yeah.
But lately, though, we've been bonding well
Fist
over,
fighter.
over drinking and playing card games.
You fucking fighter.
Fist fighter.
But yeah, no, that's definitely my favorite childhood memory of me and my brother getting the bond that we have now, because he's a really good guy, and I'm glad he's in my life.
Yeah. I guess for me, it's like, because there's so much, like, early childhood, like, I just remember, like, watching cartoons and random shit like that. And, like, they're not memories, but it's like, a happy place
Dude,
sort of
Well,
thing.
that's cool.
You know
though.
what? That
But-
actually makes you think, like, a
Huh.
rethink of my answer.
Huh.
At your old house, when
Oh.
we would eat food and say words, and then play it backwards on the Wii,
Yeah, spit
And then-
food in the
and
bowl
then
and shit.
we would build, like, Lego things and destroy the shit out of them, and then watch them in reverse on your Wii. And on top of that, staying up until, like, 5 o'clock in the morning just to watch Phineas and Ferb and, like, Pokemon
Well, we
and
watched
stuff
Phineas
like
and
that to,
Ferb
like,
the whole time.
to make fun of it.
Yeah, and then we'd stay up till Pokemon, and then that was it. That was the whole point of the whole night.
Was Pokemon?
One episode of Pokemon.
Dude, that's
it.
And as
Legit.
soon as the episode ended, boom,
Out.
out.
See, and that's what I was gonna say. That was my real childhood
Or-
memories, like walking
That's
around
cool.
town and popping my fucking bike tires and shit.
And then
during
when
Cherry
we would
Fest.
go in your kitchen and just literally grab handfuls of random shit and make a meal out of it. Like
Ramen
one
pie.
single thing. We made ramen pie.
The
We took an
pickle-
actual pie crust, put ramen in it, and a bunch of Kool-Aid flavoring.
The pickle milk drink.
Oh,
that
God,
we
that
tried.
sounds terrible.
And we tried all these too. We
Mhm.
actually tried them, but I made him try it more than I did.
Oh, good times. But yeah, it's like, it's all that shit that you remember. Like, I know childhood memories, but like, those are always so hazy. It's like more like your
Mhm.
stupid teenage years that you remember, I guess.
Mhm.
And I didn't do drugs or like, I
Yeah.
don't know, break my leg at a skate park.
Not yet.
Oh, Colby, the chair. That's probably my favorite memory.
Oh,
The chair.
The
We
chair
could tell
with
that
Ian
Oh,
and
yeah.
Julian.
Operation Chair.
Mhm.
Yep, can't have assholes in recliners.
That's right. That's right.
Ian came up with that too,
So-
right on
Yeah.
the spot.
Yeah.
Because like we were walking towards the island late at night, and I was like, "What should?"
It wasn't.
Like,
It was evening.
I was, well, it was in the dark though, because remember we started like hiding around the island and stuff.
Well, no, you got to tell
And
from
then-
the beginning though how we got the chair.
So
Is there time for?
I
a
wasn't
story?
here for this, by the way.
Yeah.
essentially, what happened is me, Colton, Ian, and Julian. We were all hanging out one day, just walking around town, just being stupid kids, saying stupid shit randomly.
Yeah.
And we were
You got
walking
the
down the
chair.
road towards my house. I don't know why we're going to my house, but we're going to my house. And I look over and I see this chair, this recliner chair that says free on it. I was like, hey, you guys want to take a free recliner? And everyone's like, sure. And Colton's sitting there, he's like, no, we should leave it for someone who really wants it. Because Colton's the voice of
Fucking-
reason.
Goody two shoes.
But we're sitting there and we're like, you know what? Let's do something stupid with this perfectly good recliner. So me, Ian, and Julian carry it while Colton's sitting there trying to reason with us to leave it there
I
for
helped
someone to
carry
actually
it.
take.
I got a corner.
I know, but eventually you did.
Yeah.
You were trying to convince us to leave it, and then finally, once you realized there was no return, you're like, alright, fuck it, I'm committed.
Mhm.
And so we took it to the island, and there's a big ass hill in the middle of it. And we took it and we carried it up that hill, and we put it on top of the hill, and then I took a bunch of pictures of like Ian and Colton and Julian standing around it, and they were really good pictures. They're still on my Instagram too.
Seriously?
Yes, they're on my
You
Instagram.
gotta send me your Instagram. I want to fucking see it.
It's a stupid name. It literally is. It's like X capital CB and then 7 then lowercase x and then love. Because I was so obsessed
Oh,
with my
yeah.
fucking Honda.
Yep.
But like after that, actually a little bit before that, I just forgot. But like we were walking by the skate park with it, and the skate park punks. They were like, "Hey, bring that chair over. Let me take a shit in it."
And of course,
And then
Ian's...
Ian pipes up and he was like, "Come back at me when you have some fucking intelligence." And we just kept walking.
I forgot he
And I'm
said
sitting there,
that. Oh
I'm sitting there
my
thinking
God,
we're gonna
Ian.
get our ass beat by skater
Mhm.
Oh
punks.
shit!
And it never happened though. And then like a few days later, we went back to go visit our chair, and we had saw it gone. And then we saw it at the skate park, and the skate park kids were sitting on it and standing on it and jumping on it and everything. And that's when we decided we gotta get our chair back. So then we gathered all kinds of shit from my house. We gathered like the milk that's in those
Well,
weird like
and we went
plastic
to the
cart-
dollar
or not
store.
the plastic cartons, but like the cardboard cartons of milk
Mhm.
that you keep in your cupboards. Sardines, spray paint, silly string,
Ian's piss.
Ian's
That came
piss.
later.
Oh yeah. I heard about
What
that.
else? What else was it? There was something else. I think it was like cat food, like wet cat food.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yep.
And we just totally sabotaged this chair. But like on our way there, I was like, "Hey, we need to come up with something for this." So Ian was the Iggy, Colton was Fidel, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Of
I
course,
was what was it? What was mine? I just had it. It was like
Oh, I don't remember what yours was. And I don't
it was like
remember
something that deals with
Julian's.
being skinny. I know that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
I have no idea.
well, anyways, like we came up with nicknames for our code names, quote unquote.
We made it a whole secret mission of sneaking
Exactly.
into the island past dark.
and so
They were sending
And
me
then-
texts this whole time.
and
By
then
the
yeah.
way.
I was like, so we call this Operation Chair, right? And I was like, we should like make up something for this, like an acronym or something. We should make an acronym out of it. And immediately Ian's like, can't have assholes in recliners.
it was fucking kids next
and I was
door,
and I
dude.
was like, dude, that's too perfect. So we officially named it Operation Chair. And so we snuck by because where the skate park is, there's a river that separates it from that and the train tracks. And we sat over by the train tracks in the sand, and we eavesdropped on them.
Mhm.
Then we went the long way around, and we got behind the hill that we put it on. And then I was like, hey, let's do a 3-way call. like walkie-talkies. So Ian was on the far left, Colton was on the far right, and I was in the middle. And we're sitting there talking to each other, trying to figure out what to do.
Well,
And
there's
then-
still skater kids there at the skate
Exactly.
park, like past dark, for no explicable reason.
Exactly. And they tried loading the chair into a truck, but they gave up.
Did they?
Because halfway through, the cop showed up.
Yeah.
The sheriff showed up.
And
told
the
them they had to
spotlight was
leave.
going back and forth.
And so they
shit.
had to leave and everything. And right then we're like, okay, we'll just hold out. We'll hold out.
They talked to him for
And then
so
next thing
long.
we know, he starts driving around the island, flashing his spotlight everywhere. And immediately we're like, shit, we gotta run. So we run away from the cop to the other side of the island, away from the entrance.
Didn't we run to the
Find out.
bathrooms?
We ran behind the bathrooms and we sat on the
Yeah.
ground. And then that's when you started freaking out. You're like,
I was such a
guys,
chicken.
we really should have went home, man. We shouldn't have done this. We're gonna get in trouble.
I
We're
was
gonna
that
get so
kid from
much
the
trouble.
Goonies.
And then I was like, me and Ian are like, shut the fuck up, dude. You're gonna get us caught. And so then the cop comes around and we see the spotlight come close to us. And then that's when Colton immediately just got struck with fear and just completely shut up and seized up. And so, like,
What else
then
was I
after
gonna
that,
do?
then the cop finally left, and then we actually went to the recliner and we put the sardines inside the chair, sprayed silly string and spray paint on it. We poured the milk all over
And
it.
Ian had to piss, so
Yeah,
he
and
pissed
so
on the
He
chair.
pissed right where they sit. And then we left it there, only to find out from Joe that
Yeah.
they threw it in the river.
Yeah.
And guess what?
No, didn't Joe throw it in the river?
Joe threw it in the
Yeah.
It's
river.
still in the river.
I'm sure
In
it
that
is.
same spot. Remember how we went to visit it?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
And it's still in that same spot to
Well,
this day.
And the thing is, too, is that right after the cop left, we were like running to the chair and shit.
And the
And the
sprinklers came
sprinklers
on.
came on, so we were down the water, like rolling down the hill.
I
and
forgot
shit.
about
It
that.
was like fucking numb.
Oh, that's
We were
funny.
like trying to dodge
Oh my
shit.
god.
That right there answers that question. That was our
Yeah.
best moment, our
Exactly.
best childhood.
And we were
experience.
so fucking happy to just be there.
Yeah.
Like with the chair. And we were like, we're
Exactly.
gonna fuck it up.
I'm sad I missed out on that
Oh,
night,
it would have been
man.
so fun. You would have been
I
like,
think that was around the whole band drama time.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
it was.
When everyone thought everyone hated each other, and Daniel still thinks you hate him.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, if you watch this, Daniel, I love you, buddy.
We love you, man.
Well, the only thing I don't like though is out of nowhere he starts sending me Snapchats. He's like, "My best friends are so weird. My best friends, my best friends, my best friends." It's some fucking chick, like a bunch of chicks that he hangs out with all the time. It's like, what about me and Colton?
He just
What
sent me
happened
shit
to
about his
us?
car, and I'm like,
I saw his brother the other day. He works at O'Reilly's.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I knew
was
that.
into the vape shop with Thomas, and he came up. He was going to lunch, and I was like, "Oh, hey, man, how's it going?" I was like, "I saw your dad gave you the Beamer." He's like, "Yeah." Like, he seems to have grown up to a more intelligent man from what I've.
Come back
Sorry.
when you have some fucking intelligence.
So, I didn't want to interrupt you during that whole thing.
Oh, it's all good.
Can you not make squeaky noises?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
You're all
like,
good.
I'm jittery in movie.
I know. I was just like, there's probably like loud clanking randomly throughout that.
Oh,
But
next
it's all good.
question.
All right, next question. This I already know the answer for me and Colton.
Hmm.
It's pretty obvious, but I don't know the answer for Colby.
Oh no.
And that's so this
I'm
one
in the
kind of.
spotlight.
Do you
What girl
prefer?
do you like?
Do you prefer a quiet night at home or going out at a big party?
It would all depend on what kind of party we're talking about. Okay, are we talking like where it's really shitty current pop fucking mumble rap shit music, or like a party where it's a small get together of some people that you kind of know but you really don't?
Well, that's not a big party.
It's true. Yeah.
Then I
I
would
don't know.
much rather. Like,
Yeah.
well, I don't know. It's a dilemma because
See-
I want to get out and meet new people is the thing.
That's the reason why I asked you this question exclusively. I already know me and Colton
Oh,
want to
yeah.
stay home.
Oh,
yeah,
we don't
but,
give a
like,
shit about
That's
this
at
party.
the
like-
same
now.
time. I hate being around new people because I'm too shy. I'm too introverted. However, if someone was to go with, then yeah, I would go. and I would talk my fucking ass off like I am right now. You know, it's just, you know, having someone there builds more of a confidence booster
Absolutely.
towards you
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
and everything. That's why whenever I wanted to do something stupid, I'd make Colton go with me,
Oh, yeah.
so that I would have the confidence to do said
Except
shit.
I'd be the voice of reason that told you not to do that shit.
Exactly.
And I talk you out of most
But
things.
like, I don't know. I think my official answer though would be that I would most likely stay home.
That's cool. Though.
Yeah.
I would most likely just want to stay home and either watch movies or play Xbox.
yeah, seeing
I
what...
feel like that'd be way more fun than going to a party and watching people puke all over each other and like watching people sloppily make out with each other. And on top of that, here's stupid current pop bullshit music.
You don't like Post Malone, Colby?
Post Malone is okay.
Okay, good. Shout out to Post
But he
Malone.
No.
But Facebook has made me realize he does look like Bolby from Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, he does.
No, dude, no, he looks like
Slap, slap, slap.
no, he
Slap,
looks like a
slap, slap.
dirtier version of Shia LaBeouf.
He
does.
Actually, no, he looks like exactly like Shia LaBeouf.
See, you know what's
Have you
funny,
seen
though?
him recently with his long hair?
Mhm.
God, he
you know,
looks
you know
gross.
what's funny though? From that picture that shows how he looks like Bolby, straight up, I think of that being your brother without glasses.
No, you know
I
who
feel like
he does
that's
look
kind
like?
of how Josh would look like.
He looks like Lego Qui-Gon Jinn. I keep seeing comparisons to that. And it makes me laugh. We love
That's
you,
really
Post
funny.
Malone.
I gotta be
We're
right
not gonna
back real
watch
quick.
this.
Okay,
I have to piss also.
okay.
Hmm.
We can take a quick break. I'll pause
Are we
this.
pausing?
Yeah, I can pause.
Return.
We have returned. You guys may not have known that we left because
I
I'm
saw
Piss.
this. Take piss breaks.
pro edit, so
Pro edit pause button.
no,
about being
I can
pro
edit
edit?
it more.
Oh yeah, you can. Oh.
All right. So the next question is, what was your worst restaurant experience?
Oh man.
Worst restaurant experience? I don't think I've ever had one.
No.
I've had a worst movie theater experience.
Okay, go off
Yeah,
that.
was-
Go off that.
Like straight up, like one time, I just remember it was with my sister's side of the family, and we went to watch one of the what's that fucking movie?
Click.
The like Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe series.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I can't remember the actual name of it.
Narnia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One of the Narnia movies.
Yeah.
And all I remember is just kind of feeling groggy and kind of shitty all day. And I only remember bits and pieces. I don't remember the whole entire day, but like we went to watch it and everything, and they bought me, you know, a 2-pack of Reese's, and this is also why I cannot eat no more than maybe 4 Reese's at a time a day. I cannot eat more than 4 Reese's a day. That's how bad this fucked me up, because I feel like that's the reason why. But like, I ate my Reese's, and then I ended up feeling tired in the movie, so I kind of like leaned over on the relative and passed out for the rest of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I know, I'm waking up and I'm in the back of my grandma's car, and I was like, okay, whatever. Got a nap in. I'm in grandma's
Did
car.
you
I'm
throw
safe. I'm
up?
fine. And then, like, we get to Albertsons, and then we're waiting in the like the medication drive-through,
Yeah.
and I said I have to go to the bathroom because I kind of started feeling ugh, and I thought maybe I had to go to the bathroom really bad. So I go to the bathroom, and I'm like standing there at like a urinal, I think it was, trying to go, and I couldn't. I was like, what is wrong with me? And next thing you know, everything I just ate that day just came up all into the urinal, all over me. And I go out running, crying to my grandma, and I'm like, I puked in the bathroom. And that was like so traumatizing, and I honestly feel like it was because of the Reese's, because they're very sugary, they're very
Yeah,
rich in
yeah.
flavor. And when you're a small kid like me,
Mm-hmm.
who probably barely weighed 60 pounds at the time,
Mhm.
Yeah.
mind you that'd be like me chugging down probably 10 Red Bulls right now.
Yeah.
And you know, and like there's a whole nother experience that traumatized me, like not traumatized me, but like scared the fuck out of me. That one was a trip, though. That was a trip,
Story for another time.
Story for another time.
if I can remember it.
I don't have one.
Long
I
story
just-
short,
I don't.
long
That's
story
fine.
short, getting lost in Walmart, not knowing how the fuck it happened.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
All right. So mine is actually out of state.
Oh really?
Yes.
Portland.
out
No. Going down to Vegas. I visit Vegas pretty
Mm-hmm.
regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Going down there, we usually stop in a place called Wells.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of that.
Fargo?
Yeah. And there's a little restaurant down there that we usually eat at. But this one time, I don't know what was up with this person, but she was just being a bitch the whole time to us. And our food came in raw.
Oh.
And it was just not okay. It was
See,
not okay.
That right there that you just said actually reminded me, I did have a bad restaurant experience. I was, once again, another story where I was with my sister's side of the family, and we were going to Yellow Pine. And on the way there, we stopped at a restaurant. And we didn't know what restaurant it was or anything, and we ordered food through the drive-thru and we ate it. On our way there, everyone got food poisoning.
Oof.
Mm.
Everyone in the car. I
That's
got
not
out.
fun.
I was puking out the window for the rest of the
Ooh.
drive
Yeah, that's
until we
not
got to
fun.
the cabin. Once we got to the cabin, boom, immediately fine.
Huh.
But that was the worst experience for me because there was no AC in the SUV,
Oh.
and it's leather seats,
Oof.
Yeah.
and
Hot barf.
and sick from fucking food poisoning.
Ugh.
Hot
That was the worst restaurant experience, I would have to say.
All
I
right.
totally forgot about that. Thank God.
So the next question is kind of unrelated to us right now about what we're doing.
Have you ever done a podcast?
Are you a morning or a night person?
Oh, I'm definitely a night person.
100% a night owl.
Yeah,
Like
like
pretty much the same, because like during the day I'm tired and groggy as shit, but then as soon as the sun goes down, I'm like, all right, crackhead energy.
see, it's funny.
I'm gonna do
'cause
everything at once at the same time.
Colby was the one that got me into staying up because Pokemon 6 a.m. Of course, and also just my work schedule. Like if you
Yeah.
get home at like 9 o'clock at night, like, and you're used to
Uh-huh.
just having time after to eat dinner and do some shit, like. I don't know. Like, I'm up till 4 a.m.
I know.
if I can be.
I used to, when I worked over at Blue Ribbon, I used to get off at 11 in the
Yeah.
morning, 11:30. So I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, it really does change
Mhm.
your
It's hard to
time.
have a life
hell,
outside
like
of work.
pretty much everybody I know, like friend wise,
100% night
They're
owls. Yeah.
my recent friends I made, Jacob and Brian, they stay up until now. Recently, they stay up only until 12, but they used to stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning to hang
Yeah.
out with people.
Yeah.
But that was only if that they liked you enough to let you stay, because their house
Yeah.
rule is no one in the house past 9.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's cool.
there's some exceptions, and I'm one of the exceptions because I know Justin and Jason.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, more so night owl because, I don't know, just I get more energy at night. I guess
Yeah,
that's why
me
I always
too.
wanted a
Like-
night shift job because I have a
Mhm.
lot of energy. I want to do everything.
It's not even for me. It's not even like the time frame. It's just like I'm used to it.
Yeah.
And, like if I worked a graveyard shift, and I got off at say 8 a.m. Like I worked 12 to 8.
I would
I'd
just
probably-
sleep all day.
I'd probably be up till 11, and then I'd go to bed. And then I'd get up, and then I'd go right to work. Like it always has to be after work for me, and I don't
Yeah.
know why. Which is
Yeah.
probably why I waste all my time on YouTube. All of it.
All right. So the next question is, what is something new that you've learned in the past week?
Oh, Elon Musk
Past
strapped
week.
his car to a fucking rocket and his testicles.
I mean, I mean that happened in this past week, so you're not
I
wrong.
learned it.
Um,
Do you mean like a skill or like a
Something you've
fact?
learned in this past
anything.
week?
Yeah, just anything that works. That works 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot. You learn every day, man.
Yeah, you do.
Even if it's something that's so not important at all.
I mean, I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head other than just some stupid sarcastic response.
Yeah. Well, and my response is going to be like my usual thing. It seems like this happens to me a lot. I kind of distance myself from people
I know.
pretty well. I'm pretty bad about distancing myself from people,
I
but
do
I'm also
the
good
same.
at reconnecting with people.
I'm not good at that part.
And the thing that I always learn, and I've learned this past week, I fucking love my friends, and it's awesome to have them around,
Yeah.
hmm
but I'm shitty at sticking around.
Yeah.
So,
My anxiety gets to me every time.
Usually the way
Yeah.
it works with us is we'll hang out like this, and then it'll be 2 months later, and then we'll hang out again.
yeah, and
yeah.
nothing changes.
Yeah. Always
no,
the same
like-
people.
A thing that I have learned through the week, and I don't know if anyone else would be entertained by it, but like it mesmerized me, but yet kind of like pissed me off.
Elon Musk.
I don't know why it pissed me off, but it really does.
Elon Musk.
But like people are always like all these, you know, full-blown Americans are like, yeah, these trucks that we have in America, Ford and Chevys, they're all American. My suspension is made in Mexico. Straight up stamped right on the fucking bottom. Hencho en Mexico.
All right.
It bothers me, but I did learn today too that my truck has a 1-inch lift block in the back.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, didn't know that. So it's got a leveling kit. No, that wouldn't be a leveling kit. I don't know, but it's got a 1-inch
You
lift.
got a hockey puck.
Whoa.
All right. So next question is: would you rather be stuck in a house with someone you hate, or be stuck in a house alone?
Alone.
Someone I hate, so I at least have something to do.
You know, someone I hate, like, I just couldn't be comfortable.
I would just be a jackass
Like, at
the
all.
whole time.
I
Be
don't
like,
hate
hey,
many
guess what?
people.
I pooped in that corner.
Mm.
I couldn't do that. Like, I just...
I would fuck with them until they like wanted to beat the shit out of me, and then I'd beat the shit out of them, and it'd be like a fight, and then it would turn into like just sitting there chilling, and be like, so I'm
turns
like,
into a makeout session. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
You know, it's funny because I've learned after living with people.
Hmm. Oh yeah, you've lived with a lot.
Yeah.
Like, just in your house.
Yeah. Being stuck in a house with someone kind of makes you appreciate some of the things about them.
Hmm.
So maybe being stuck in a house with someone you hate wouldn't be so bad.
yeah,
As long as you can get
yeah.
past the barrier of you just being, oh, I hate him.
see, that's kind of like what I was about to say too. Like,
Yeah.
like I would rather be stuck in a house with someone I hate than to be by myself. Because if you're by yourself in your fucking house, you're gonna go crazy eventually.
Mm.
You're gonna be talking to yourself. But if there's someone you hate in there, you're gonna try and find likeliness things that you have alike or something along those lines,
I guess that's
to where you
true.
can
Uh-huh.
have a conversation with said person. Even though it's like, hey, I really want to fucking shoot you right now, but do you like monkeys?
The way I took that question was like, do I want to do what I normally do, which is sit in my house alone and watch YouTube, or do I want to be in somewhere with someone I hate? And it's like, why would I pick that?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like I don't know. I'd probably find a way to like not hate them.
Yeah,
or,
probably.
Like I don't know, something.
But at the same time, see, my situation, I have no internet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So I would go fucking batshit crazy if I was by myself.
Mm.
Alright. So next question is, what is the longest amount of time you've slept for?
12 hours.
And I want to know this from Colton because he is a freaking sloth.
Yeah.
Longest
You know-
I slept was for 12 hours straight.
12 hours.
See, I sleep 12 hours on the rig all the time. Because weekends, because usually like tonight, it's my Friday, so I'm up. It's 2:30.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
sleep-
pretty late, by the way.
Yeah, I'd sleep at like 3:34, and I'd sleep 9 hours, get up. The next day, I'd be like, oh, you know, I'm well rested. I'll get up. Not fucking 12 hours. It's 6 at night, and I'm like, that's good. But I like when I'm sick. I'm sure I've slept like 14. I'm pretty sure I've slept 14 hours. Just when I used to be really,
I'm-
really bad.
I'm really surprised at that answer, to be honest,
Why? I
because
think I've slept a couple weeks and
I've slept longer.
really.
Yes.
Well, you have insomnia, so you need
There-
to catch up.
Yeah, well, yeah, and sometimes it's just a pass out thing that happens.
See, off and on sleeping, like waking up here and there, I have slept for 24 hours.
Yeah. No,
See, I've
I've slept
in one solid session, 12 hours.
I've slept straight for about 28 hours.
Oh my god.
I had a whole day in bed.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, I can't do that.
Oh, no,
have to get up.
I hated myself.
Oh, I bet.
I was so
That's a whole day
disoriented. I
wasted.
didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, see, the reason why I slept that one time for 24 hours straight is because I decided to stay up for 72 hours straight.
Well, that's smart.
Yeah, I was a kid and I didn't want to go to bed, so I stayed up for 72
Yeah.
hours.
When we used to stay up forever, I probably slept 14 hours.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. If you could live anywhere on Earth, where would you live?
Oh, man. Like, would I have to pay for anything, or like, would it be
I mean, I feel like it would just be like how it is now, just
just somewhere else?
somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like for me, my brain goes to like, how would I get to work? Because I'd probably like to live somewhere like more secluded, but not too far.
Yeah.
See, I would honestly pick something like somewhere down south because I really want that southern twang. I don't know
You want
why.
some southern tang, Colby?
But I really want that
Do
southern
ya?
twang. I really want that in my voice. But if I had to pick
Start
like
faking
a out of country destination, I'd love to go to Tokyo.
Yeah.
For the car scene.
See, and that's what I thought I would say.
I'd love to go
Yeah.
to Japan because of the car scene.
Mhm.
That's all I'd go there for. The car scene, and then like the way that the women and the girls like dress up like kind of like the dolls and stuff. Like I watched a documentary on it once. They like kind of dress like dolls, and I think it looks pretty cool.
Mhm.
You know, the way
Japan's
they
neat.
go with that, and like,
Yeah.
the way they do all their makeup and their hair and the outfits and stuff.
Oh
As
yeah.
gay as it makes me sound, it looks cool.
No,
I
no,
like
no,
it.
dude. Japan is
It's
a
gonna-
fascinating country.
Dude,
It's a fashion place.
I want to
dude.
look up and see fucking like anime girls like on huge billboards and just be like, I fucking live here. fucking nuts.
I can
Hell
see
yeah,
you getting
dude.
off the plane and seeing the first anime fucking like billboard, and you'd be like, "I'm not the only one."
No, I just look up and be like, that's fucking weird.
yeah.
I don't even watch
It's weird,
anime
but I
anymore.
like it.
Yeah, of
For
course, dude.
For me, that's a hard question.
Mount Everest.
Yeah. I'll be all the way up there.
You just live there at the top, and then like
die.
people go there to like climb this thing
If
because it's
that
a
world-
big thing.
If the world is flooding, I ain't getting none of
But
it.
see, get this
Carrots
though.
at 'em.
The way I see it is like these people go to Mount Everest to conquer it, and they get to the top, and they just see you just lounging back, like, "Sup?"
Yeah, what's up, man? You want to play some Xbox?
Yeah, and they're just like,
Icicles hanging off your nipples. You like snap one off and suck on it. Like, what's up, man?
But in all seriousness, it's a tie between somewhere in Japan and somewhere in New England.
Wait, New England?
Not New England.
The
United
UK.
Kingdom, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like,
I was
wait,
like,
New
that's
England
fucking
isn't.
I had to think about that for a minute. I was like, where
Yeah.
the fuck is New England?
Yeah, no. But somewhere in the UK, because, like,
Mhm.
I don't know.
It's
I like-
really neat there.
Yeah, I like the British lifestyle.
Yeah,
See,
that's,
with, like-
that's what I'd pick.
With the European countries and like how majority of them are like they're really like foggy and
I
you know,
love that,
it's always wet and stuff and
Yeah,
dark. I
I'm fine
like
with
those
that.
places.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's cool. I think it looks cool.
Well, and it's different than here because it's sunny and
And
like snowy
there's
and-
barely clouds during the summertime and everything.
Exactly.
You go there year round. It's foggy as hell,
Mhm.
you know, but you can still see the roads fine. It's
Mhm.
weird,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but it's cool. I like
The
it.
roads are really small. Actually, I'd like to visit Italy and just look at all the Italian cars and be like, I wonder how they're all still running.
Mhm.
How?
Mhm. All right. So the next one is, what's one of your worst habits?
Oh, man. Oh, shit, I have so many.
Woo! Biggest one. Impulse
Spending.
buying.
Yeah.
mm,
That's my biggest issue.
Hey, Cole,
I
you're
will be
buying a
sitting
car,
there.
aren't you?
Well, yes, but that now see,
I know, it's
I have a
not.
good point. That is a financial gain on my part because if I get the car, I'm spending $35 a week on gas.
Mhm.
Well, actually, no, $30 a week on gas as opposed to $80 a week.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, that's a $50 difference of savings.
Yep.
I
No, it's-
save myself $100 a month just by getting a fucking Kia.
Yeah, no, I
But
think that's a good
but like my
plan.
biggest issue is though is like I'll have let's say like $250 laid over, okay, and I know damn well I can take 150 of that, give it to Colton, pay him off, and get the fucking piece of shit rig from him, right?
and pay off the rest.
Exactly, you know, and I'll be like literally the reason why I'm saying this is because this actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went and refinanced my loan, so I had like something like $450 to myself. I
You
put
had
aside-
that? I thought you said you had 70. Colby, I thought you had like $70.
No, this was when I
Good
refinanced
Lord.
my loan and I was in your store
Yeah.
and I was looking at the guns because I was seeing if I could pick up a pistol for cheap, but no, they
No.
were like $100 more than what I had to spend.
Yeah, the cheapest is
And
like
I didn't
$5.
break into my gas
Mm-hmm.
until later in the week and spent it all on
Oh
lottery
my
tickets.
god, Colby.
But anyways, like straight up, I had like $250 and I saw Colton in there and we were talking and everything, and he's like, "Oh, you got money?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like free spend money? I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You should pay me back and buy the rig."
Yeah.
And I was like, I've been thinking about it, honestly. You know what I did? Went to Boise, and what did
I'm
I
not mad
buy?
about it, by
I
the
know.
way.
I don't even remember what I bought, but the one thing I do remember I bought is I spent $73 at the liquor store.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the biggest
You're
purchase I
fucking
made.
drunk.
I like liquor. I love liquor. What can I say? And I got to experience Everclear for the first time, and I'll tell you what. Yeah.
110 pounds and like almost 6 feet
At
tall.
151 proof at 110 pounds, whew, one shot gets you knocked on your ass. 3? You don't remember shit.
So, for me, I think the distancing myself is probably my worst habit because
Yeah,
it's just something I do, and I don't know why.
it's just
And I've tried to fix it, but
it's
it
all
just
like an
kind of happens.
anxiety kind of
Yeah,
thing,
I think it
you
is.
know, and I do the same.
I think it is.
I guess, oh man, for me, like, biting my nails and all that shit is, of course, one.
Yeah.
But, like, just letting my anxiety get to me overthinking things. Like, I can name off everything.
Like, there's even
It's
times I'm
so
here
lame.
hanging out with you, and like we'll be watching YouTube, and I'll look over, and you'll be sitting there
Oh, yeah.
chewing down on your fingertips
I
and
do
everything.
without thinking.
Mm.
I know, like I'll
it's
be sitting there, and
horrible.
I'll like glance over, and he'll just be sitting there normal, and next thing I know, he's just kind of like watching it, and then he just kind of just
Yeah.
goes
Yeah.
right at his nails and his
Like,
fingertips and everything.
I
and-
guess it's like a pacifier thing. I don't really know. But, like,
Yeah.
I didn't do that before I moved here. But before that, I did, like, other random shit. Like, had many phobias.
Yeah,
I
like-
don't know.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm
one
sure
of,
once I move, it'll change.
one of my clients I work with at my one job, you know, he has a habit of putting his fingers in his mouth, like
Mhm.
you know, like sucking on your thumb, but just like with any finger in general.
Yeah.
More so his pointer or his thumb finger,
Mhm.
you know. And you know, I feel like it's a stress reliever
Mm-hmm.
towards him, you know. And
Yeah.
and I was told, you know, to try and kind of help him to stay away from it. But I mean,
Mhm.
if that's his way of coping with things, I don't want to mess it up
Yeah.
for him and have him get more stress from being told not to do something that helps him relieve his stress.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, and see, for me, it's more. It takes. I have very little attention span, and I can't multitask for shit. I don't know if I inhaled too many paint fumes playing Xboxes with you, what happened? but something. I don't know. I like to think that it's just stress
Yeah.
that makes my mind so like one side or like one track. But like,
Mhm.
it's hard for me to focus on not doing it. Is the thing.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
All right.
Next question.
Next question. What is the first thing you do in the morning?
First thing I do in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh my god! First thing I
I-
do in the morning is I try to frantically find my glasses because I don't remember where I
That's fair.
put them the night before.
That's fair.
You
So
don't have a
I've been
nightstand?
trying to get in the groove of taking them off before I go to sleep so I can quit ripping out my fucking eyebrows. Because like they get caught in this top part between the like I can feel some in there right now. There is some stuck in my glasses right now.
You need
Like,
to
right
get your
at the top
eyebrows
rim,
threaded.
straight up. Like if my glasses fall like this and they'll wiggle just right,
Uh-huh.
it'll grab those fucking hairs, and it's the most
Yep.
painful experience I've
Yeah.
ever imagined. And I'll
I just
frantically
like to
try to find
imagine
my
you pick up your
glasses
glasses
to
and
check my
eyebrows.
phone. Like checking my phone is my first thing I do every single
Yeah,
morning.
same. And
Because
like,
I
think
feel
everyone
like
does.
if I don't check my phone soon enough, then I'll find like later on in the day I'll see a message that got sent to me like a couple minutes before I woke up, and then I'll start like freaking out that I didn't respond to them or
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah, see, and that's what I do too, because like I always try and be like really good about getting back to text, because like I like to do what other people don't do for me that I would like for them to do, like not you guys. You guys get back to me almost right away. I can't complain, but like other people, like, you know, it bugs me if someone doesn't get back to me for like a day or like, you know, a couple hours or whatever. So I
Mhm.
always try and respond like as soon as I can. So I check my
Mhm.
phone.
Let's see.
Watch more
That's
fucking
why
YouTube.
if I hit you up like later at night and I don't get anything, I know you're in bed.
Exactly.
Or
Yeah.
you're passed out in your chair.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then I pass out in front of the heater. That's another bad habit.
Yeah.
Every weekend, I have a big ass heater that heats my whole house. And I'll fall asleep in my chair, or if I have a drink, like, I'll fall asleep in my chair very fast. So, I'll get up and I'll be really fucking cold and stiff. So I'll go sit in front of my heater, then I'll lay in front of my heater. I'm like, oh, I'm good, I can get up.
Mhm.
And I pass out there for 2 hours on my fucking concrete linoleum floor. And I wake up stiff as hell and like dry, I feel like a mummy. And I'm like, oh fuck. And like I'll try and get up and start doing shit and the heater will kick back on and I'm like, I'm cold again. Because it got so fucking hot. Like, it's horrible for me. Oh, it's so bad. That's the worst habit.
So, the first thing that I do in the morning, contrary to what these guys have said, people can fucking wait on me. I don't give a shit. I ain't checking my phone as soon as I get up.
Mm-hmm.
That phone stays plugged in doing whatever. First thing I do is I go grab a drink to drink because I always have
Yeah.
fucking super dry mouth.
Oh, I do.
That would be another thing that I do first.
Yeah.
Is either check my phone or grab the nearest liquid thing I can find.
I
Yeah.
always forget to.
Like I'll fall asleep with a fucking 2-liter like cuddled in my arms, and
and
I'll wake up and
Baby.
I'll wake up and I'll see it on the I'll wake up and then like literally the first thing I do is I reach for where it is, I grab it, unscrew it even though it's painful as hell. Like for some reason whenever I first wake
Yeah, 'cause
up,
your
everything
hands
is
are, like-
sensitive.
Yeah, I
And I'll
do the
like
same
I'll
thing.
like twist it and
Taylor's a
it'll
tough
be
man.
it'll be painful as hell and I'll start drinking the shit out of it and then I'll close it off and I'll put it down and then like I'll wake up a few hours later and drink more and more and I'll do that every
Oh,
2 hours.
That's
And then when I'm finally fully awake, I feel like shit because I just chugged down like a shitload of soda.
That's actually the first thing I do before I even check my phone. Like I grab my phone and my vape because they're right by me. Just fucking hit my vape and look at my phone. Usually there's nothing because of course there's nothing. And just fucking hit my vape and then I'll fucking turn on my Xbox and watch YouTube. I'm like, yeah, this is good. This
Living
is
the life.
living like Larry.
Okay, so next question is, what was your first job?
First job?
Yeah.
You want to hear about my first job?
Yeah, I do. I think.
My first real job or my first fake job?
First job.
First job.
Okay, first real job.
Okay.
Sears.
Sears.
Friendly
I-
tip. Don't fucking work for that company. It's god awful and they're going into the ground, thankfully.
Thankfully.
Yeah. Management is fucked. They don't do
Wow.
anything to help you.
That's location based.
Well, you know what? Then in that case, don't ever visit the Boise Town Square Mall. Sears.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If you do, ask like one of the people up front for a guy named Robert Otto, and make sure you call him Robert because he hates that.
Is he the school bus driver from The Simpsons? Otto?
Yeah, dude.
He's not cool enough. But yeah, that was the most god awful first job. It went great for like half a year.
That's your
And
first
then once
real
that
job?
yeah, and then once it
God.
got through that first half of the year that I worked there, it immediately started going downhill once we got new people in.
Yeah. See, and it's funny because, like, I thought I was a late bloomer because I got my first job when I was 19. Like,
Yeah.
kind of out of desperation. Because I am a
I got
sloth.
mine late 18.
And see, that's the thing, because, like, we started around the same time, I think. But that's weird, because I always thought, like, everyone was working, like, 2 or 3 jobs before I even fucking started my first one. But, like, I didn't even think that you started your first job, like, right when I did. And we were both the receiving people. The shittiest job.
But see, you at least got the benefit of being able to do shit, like be a cashier and whatnot. I had to
Not that I
beg
want to all the time.
people to let me do cashier work
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to be a cashier.
When you want to learn, you want to do shit.
Yeah,
you don't
and
want
so-
the monotony.
And I'm glad that Daniel helped teach me how to use a register because when I got the Tobacco Connections job,
Mhm.
I wasn't so scared about doing things wrong.
Oh, yeah.
It's generally the same exact setup,
You
just
get
a
used to
different
it.
layout of the
Yeah.
screen.
Well, and the thing for me that helped is, like, I don't think of it as money.
And
I just
like,
think of it as pieces of paper or Monopoly money that I'm handing to people.
and unlike Sears, the fucking machines actually work. You know, you hit a button on the register, it registers. You don't have to sit there and spam the shit out of it 20,000 times and then have it spaz out, and then you have to be like, sorry, sir, you have to go to the next register.
Mine's so slow, I end up making it beep and shit, like, trying to get it to do shit. And,
Yeah,
like,
mine
as the
does that.
receipt's going through the printer, like, as soon as it finishes, I rip it out.
Same here. And I always get excited when people tell me they don't want their receipts. I'm like, okay, and I sit there and rip it up in the smallest pieces I can.
So,
Oh, yeah, what is yours?
We just kind of babble on.
Sorry.
You're fine. I mean, what is a podcast besides babbling?
That's really true.
But my first job, unofficially, like with like not necessarily like a strict payroll. So we're going with my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a lot of shit, concrete work, fence work, whatever the hell you need, I can do it.
Handyman.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you need anything done that requires just a little bit of muscle and not much thinking, I can do
You're a
it.
big boy.
My
He
first
works with his hands.
my first official job where I was actually on payroll was substitute custodian
Oh yeah, I
For
forgot about
for
that.
the school district
and they
around
never
here.
needed you.
And they never needed me.
Never.
I worked twice,
yeah.
and I wasn't anybody's favorite, so I was never called in.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I went to demolition, which was pretty fun. It
I
was
forgot about that too.
it was
I
pretty easy job.
unofficially did demolition. I
Yeah.
under the table working for my dad did demolition, and that was fun until the day I got a nail through my boot.
There's a nail in
I
my
couldn't
boot.
figure out why my right foot was higher up than my left foot, and I stepped back, and it's still higher up than my left foot. And I'm like, what the hell? Lift up my boot, and there's a board stuck to the bottom of my shoe, and I was like, okay, whatever. So I grab the board and I just rip it out, and all of a sudden that's when I feel like that much of a fucking nail,
Oh.
like half an inch of fucking nail coming out of the bottom of my foot, and I was like, oh shit! I went to my dad's truck and took my boot off, and my sock had like, oh, I don't even know, like probably like a 2-inch, like, I don't even know how to describe it, like
A hole in
the
it.
size of this Pepsi can.
Good example.
The diameter of this
Yeah.
Pepsi can, but like about 2 times bigger than that, just a puddle of that on my sock.
Oh.
And it was my favorite Odd Future socks.
That's
Whoa.
a good tip. Have socks just for work that you don't fucking
Yeah.
care about. Normal
also
white
shoes
socks.
and also clothing. Just any
Mhm.
sort of clothing. Make sure you have it for work.
Especially demolition. I ruined so much shit. for
Yes.
my job.
Yep.
If they give you clothes, be thankful for that,
Oh yeah.
because there's not all demolition jobs low.
Mhm.
Well, John, he does painting and shit like that.
Yeah.
He comes
Oh.
home and ruins everything.
My
Yeah.
stepdad was covered in paint
And
all the
and
time.
he still wears his like nice Nikes he spends like
Yeah, I
$300
know.
on to this painting job.
I
He
know.
comes home, they're covered in paint. It's like, yeah, you just took $300 sneakers and made them like 25 cents.
Yep. But they're artsy now.
So next question:
Uh huh.
what is one weird thing about you? You can list more than one. I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna make that a rule.
Weird thing.
Weird thing.
We can name about each other. Colby has some trouble.
One weird thing about me. Holy shit.
I.
These are all things I've never
Like
thought
what kind
about.
of context is weird? Is
Just
it like
weird.
low
What-
random?
Just generally weird.
I would just say what you believe is weird.
Hmm.
That's what I would call it. Because
So many.
I mean, it's just more personal perspective. As I stutter over my words.
I don't know. I can't multitask. I can't, because of YouTube. It ruined my attention span. Like, my God,
Goldfish.
I can't even. Yeah, I can't sit through a half-hour show. Like, I can sit through a half-hour show and then I have to watch a YouTube video and then I can go back. Like, or just something short. Like, I guess that's weird.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's,
like,
that's weird.
If I'm sucked into a movie, like, I can totally do that. But, like, at home, it's like, I don't know. I can't. YouTube.
You found anything yet?
I can't.
Uh,
I
What's
cannot
yours?
think of anything.
um,
Because I'm just weird in general.
We all are, man.
I'm thinking.
So I guess my answer would be myself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, that could be the weird thing about
Weird
you,
thing
just
about
being
myself.
you.
More so
Yourself.
my personality, I would say, and like
I know.
the way I like to
Alright.
say stuff.
So here's the thing. Colby used to be like Mr. Ricer Boy over
yeah,
there.
that's what I was gonna say.
I'm going back to it too.
I know. Yeah,
I'm
he's
getting a
good.
fucking kid with a big fat fucking fart can of an exhaust, dude.
Then he
And
went.
it's all Bondo and spray paint.
Then he went full redneck.
Yeah.
And now he's going back to Ricer Boy.
I know. That's the crazy.
I remember
You know what? That is a weird thing, actually.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
helps me out now.
Yeah.
Because, like, I got raised on country music, cowboy hats, Wrangler jeans, button-up shirts,
Yeah.
and cowboy boots.
Yeah.
That was what I was raised on, even though I grew up in, like, a quote-unquote city/small town.
Yeah.
At the time, it was a small town. Now it's pretty much a city.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was raised on. And then I moved to Oregon with my mom, who was into the rap music and the hip hop music.
Into that rap music.
Into the hip hop. When these kids listen to their hip hop.
Kids listen to the rap music.
I love that video.
Pokemon.
But anyways, like, so then that's when I started wearing South Pole jeans that were 5 times too big for me. I started wearing sneakers.
Oh my god, I remember that.
I wore my hats like,
back.
well, my hat is right now, you know, it's normal. I wear my hats like in high school even. I would have
Yeah.
to wear them like this.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I would even wear my hats like this. And the days I felt really confident, sideways.
Oh yeah.
Like a fucking 80s person, dude.
Fucking cool kid in
And-
school.
You know, and
Watch out.
And I always had to have like the cool, like hipster looking plastic frame glasses. I still do that. Like these ones are hipster as fuck. But I love the shape of them. And, yeah, and plus I'm like
Well,
sucker
see-
for expensive things. But like, and then like after that, then I come like back down here. I get a fucking Honda, and that thing, it was, oh my god, it was Ricer when I bought it, and I kind of
You
somewhat
took it
unriced
to a
it,
new level.
and then I made it like rat rice.
Yep.
Right.
You know, like got rid of the grill because it wouldn't sit right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I primered the whole entire car black. Did not paint over the primer. It was just primer black with a gold hood. But the thing is when I spray painted it gold, I had this stupid, dumb Demon Chick sticker on the hood.
Yep.
And then after I spray painted it, the sticker started falling off. So I said, "Fuck it!" I peeled it off. So I had a weird outline of a demon chick on my hood that no one knew what it was. The bumper was primer gray and primer black because the primer black that the previous owner put on it was flaking off.
Don't forget your spoiler.
Yeah, that god awful spoiler, like straight up, like, oh,
It wasn't metal. It was like cast.
it was fiberglass
Window.
spoiler with a carbon fiber splitter that went across the top of it. And at the time, I thought it looked cool,
It was
but then I shortly
bubbly
realized
and
how ricey it
huge.
was. That's why I got rid of it. And then
so bad.
it had the Mexighetto taillights. I mean, I got rid of those. I swapped it out for a 93 style trunk lid just because I like the different style taillights. But it was a completely different color. And I had like an Autobot Motors badge on the trunk lid. And I even have a picture of that back on my
Oh, no.
Instagram, dude. I had the underglow. I had the interior glow. I had, you know, the cheap subwoofer setup, dude. And the most mesmerizing thing, though, the only thing that made this car, like, somewhat not so ricer was the racing seat that I had traded a $200 paintball gun that was worth more than my car.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had a seat in that car that was worth more than the car itself.
Yeah. See,
You know, but the moral of the story, though, you know, I went to that, and then next thing I know, I get back down to here, and I'm like, man, I miss wearing cowboy boots. So I start wearing cowboy boots as my city slicker
that's
shit.
what I was going to talk about.
and
Your transition.
and then it was just so weird. And then next thing I know, you know, 18 and everything, and I'm just like, you know what? Or no, I didn't start that until I was 19. I was like, you know what? I want
Yeah.
to try dipping. And right there is when it all fucking started, dude.
Right
Gross.
Got that
downhill,
weird
right
talking
off
and
the
Gross.
cliff.
shit and everything, and you know, now I'm like, yeah, I've seen that before. You know, I've seen this, I've seen that.
See, and that's what I was going to say.
I done did that right.
When you had your Volvo, you were wearing, like, your outfit from when we took a picture of the Volvo up on Freeze Out, old Freeze Out. You had bright purple hair down your shoulders,
Hell yeah.
a camo hat, a
Yup.
gold chain,
Yup.
black button-up shirt.
Can't forget the diamond ring.
I think you had white pants with a Nintendo belt
Yup.
and cowboy boots.
See, that was the Cherry Fest outfit too, because I had
Exactly.
my
Oh my
black
God.
cowboy boots that are now torn to hell, with the white pants, with the Nintendo, like, big belt buckle, Nintendo NES controller shaped buckle that Colton gave to me because he didn't
Yeah.
want to wear it ever.
No, it's because it didn't fit me
And-
Yeah.
at all.
and
It was
My
too small.
white shirt that I bought at Sears with my fucking camo hat, and that was that. I wore that to the most recent Cherry Fest when we kicked the piss bottle into the water.
Yes! Oh, that was great. Oh,
Yeah, that's the moral of the story of the question.
what was the
Anyways,
story?
next question.
What was the question?
No, I haven't even answered.
What was the question?
The question was, what's one weird thing about you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
That just branched off to a bunch of random
Yeah.
That's what podcasts are.
Yeah, no, and that's fine. The rabbit trails are fun. Weird thing about me, I think it's more or less my attitude towards life compared to others. Because I'm not afraid of death. I don't give a shit.
I'm scared shitless.
Yeah, same.
And I
That
just
just keeps me up at night.
yeah, no, that's
I have stupid other things to do.
I'll be just about to fall asleep, and the next thing I know, it hits my head. It's like you're gonna die, and there's nothing you can do about it.
yeah.
And right then there, I feel that shock run right through my whole entire body, from the top of my head to the tip of my fucking toes, and I'm like, "Yep, I'm fucking awake now."
and then
I'm dead.
there's my mentality of how I just don't fucking care
Yeah.
about a lot of things.
Well, and you're really good at that, and that's something that I'd like to adopt, but
Yeah.
I can't.
It sucks sometimes though,
I have to care about everything.
because that's partly why I lose friends and such, is because like it gets to a point where I'm just like, fuck it, they're not going to do anything for me. Why do I need to waste my time?
Yeah, see, and I try
Mhm.
too hard
Yeah.
to like do anything I can.
hmm Also, I'm still a emo scene kid at fucking
Yeah.
21.
At
That's
heart, yeah.
that's
Yeah,
that's
at heart.
yeah, at heart. That's another weird thing about me.
Good.
Like I shit you not, like, because like I never really truly hung out with you until high school,
Yeah.
and whenever I would see you before I really knew you, you always looked so pissed off, like you wanted to kill every motherfucker around
I
you.
wanted to talk about
And then I
that.
meet you, and you're the most happy-go-lucky fucking person. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, he's got something going on in his head that just doesn't tick right, or it is ticking just right.
See, and that's what I was gonna say, like, on the note of how Colby used to dress and act.
Oh shit!
Like,
yeah.
I wanted to reflect on, like, when we all met was around 9th grade,
Yeah.
right?
Something like that, when we truly hung
I
out.
was gonna
Freshman,
say,
sophomore,
like,
yeah.
I knew you and, like, Ian from, like, elementary school
Yeah,
and stuff,
way
but
back.
roughly.
Yeah.
like, I was gonna say, like, I'm not gonna describe myself, I'll let you guys do that. But when I met Taylor, he rode on my bus, and, like, he was always just standing by the bus in 7th grade. I didn't have any friends, so I'd, like, stand over there, and I'd stand really far from Taylor, because
Intimidating.
he had, like, long, like hair and shit, and, like, a bit of a beard starting in 7th grade.
Yeah.
He had a Metalocalypse jacket, and I was scared shitless of all that
Oh,
shit back then.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That thing was fucking
And the sleeves,
fucked up.
the sleeves were falling apart from battery acid and shit, and I was like, that kid looks scary. And-
Yeah, Taylor was the intimidating kid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
no one
You
fucked with
honestly
you.
were. And then, like, truly meet you, and you're like this happy-go-lucky
Yeah.
person that's
No,
like, hey, you want to talk shit about me? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you feel so bad about yourself, you're going to want to go home and just cry yourself to sleep.
Well, and I love most people. I really,
Yeah,
really
you
enjoy.
you knew everyone at the high
Yeah.
school. Even if
Yeah.
you didn't like them, you
Yeah.
still knew them.
Yeah. I like talking to people. I like people, but there's certain people that I don't like, and that makes me not want to talk to people because I know there's people out there like that.
Exactly.
But no, I'm a very, very outgoing dude for the most part. If you
Mhm.
give me the chance,
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, too. You have to have the chance. to-
yeah,
And, like-
it can be tough for me sometimes.
Yeah. And, like, see, that was Taylor for me, and how I met Colby was I had no friends. We were in this class with this bitch of a teacher, and I was just
Miss Salisbury.
Yeah, and I was just so annoying. Like, Colby would sit there and paint over cars and shit.
Yeah,
I'd
I
just
would,
be like, hey man, what you doing? Hey man, what's
Yeah,
up?
like constantly, dude.
and it
and,
was
like,
so bad.
I would just kind of just like sit there and kind of do like, yeah, I'm just kind of just changing the color because I was embarrassed by it.
Mm.
You know, I felt like, man, I'm gonna give off the impression that I'm some weird motherfucker to this guy that I don't even know. Like, he's gonna think I'm that weird kid that sits there and makes these weird fucking like Pokemon collages in Photoshop.
See, I didn't know any of that shit.
And I
back
did too, and then, man, it kind of depresses me that I didn't keep my first Xbox 360 because I had all those as my background.
Oh,
Remember
really?
when I did that?
then. Uh-uh.
Like, remember when there
Oh,
was
yes.
like, the one
Yes,
that had
I
like the
do.
Pikachu face and
Mhm.
the Pokeball and it said Pokemon?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I made all that in Photoshop and I put it on a flash drive and took it home with me,
Mhm.
dude. Like, somewhere, all that's still somewhere on my grandma's computer. I
Yeah.
want to find it one day,
Well,
but
see, Colby had, like, not a bowl cut, but, like, longer hair. and he wore a
Yeah.
fucking panda hat.
Oh
and the hair, like, curled
yeah,
around it
Yep,
and
the
shit.
panda hat.
dude.
And you wore like a bright yellow Abercrombie and Fitch jacket
Yeah.
and like black and red striped chick jeans.
Yeah, see, one of the most
And
embarrassing things about the panda hat, though, that happened to me is, what was her name? Natalie, I think it was, that really short chick.
I don't know, man.
Well, all throughout high school, I had this major crush on her. And there was one year where she had a locker right next to mine. And I was sitting there getting my books. She
Oh,
comes
that's a good
over and she's
story.
getting her books and everything. And straight up, she was just like, I like your panda hat. And I was like, oh, thanks. And I felt really awkward and like really stressed out that like
Oh,
this chick
I've
that I
heard
really
that.
like is talking to me. And so I was like, yeah, I kind of use it to cover up my hair. And I started speaking real fast. I take it off and I'm showing her my hair. And I'm like, yeah, see, it's really long. So I use it to try
Oh
to
my
cover it
God.
up a lot. And, you know, I like my long hair and I don't really want to get it cut. But at the same time, I don't like it. So I wear this hat over it. And then she's just kind of sitting there like, uh-huh. And then she like closes her locker and like walks off real fast. And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Oh shit. But like the thing is that I annoyed Colby enough that like somehow we found shit in common, probably Pokemon. Honestly. Oh shit, a phone call.
It's my grandma.
It is your grandma.
we can pause for this. Hold on.
Oh, you kids.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So we're back. We were kind of on the topic of how we all met,
Oh yeah.
and
That branched off from how weird we are.
yes, and I would like to put in my 2 cents
Hmm.
about that.
Yeah, let's shut
because
up and let him talk for
Yes. It's your
I
show.
I honestly have no fucking clue how I met either of you, like, legit.
Same here.
We all gravitated towards like Ian and Daniel.
I see.
Yes.
for whatever reason.
I think about that almost every day.
Yeah, because I was just a part of this big group of a bunch of fucking misfit people in high school. That's what we were. We were just all the misfits clumped together.
The band.
See, the way I think it was is like more so from my side of it. It was more so because of Ian. Because like,
Yeah.
when I came back from Oregon, I was riding my longboard around. And I coincidentally took a break in front of Ian's house,
Yeah.
and he walks out and he's like, "Holy shit, Colby!" I was like, "You look familiar. Who are you?" He was like, "It's Ian." I was like, "No way!" And he's like, "Yeah." And
I
so
never
like
heard
the
that.
reason why I feel like it is because like anytime like in high school, like whenever I'd go on like my first day to a class, and when they actually put me with my proper fucking grade,
Yeah.
I would see someone I knew. So for instance, health class. Only reason why I know Ruben and Trevor so well is because of like how you guys always hung out with him.
Yeah.
You know, like Ian would hang out with you guys would hang out with them, and so I'd sit there and walk in and be like, "Hey, I know that those people are friends with the people I'm friends with. I'll go sit with them." And I think that's how I kind of like developed all the friendships I made,
Yeah.
is just through the people I've met and like the people they know and talk to the people that they know. Like that's how I made friends with Jacob and Bryant, for instance.
Mhm.
hmm
Justin and Jason know them.
Yeah.
They took me over there a few times, and now I'm a regular there. I can go over
Yeah.
there whenever the hell I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny because you bring up the topic of you know me through Ian.
Ian's like the connecting force.
No shit.
No, I'm the connecting force.
Are you?
Ian came to me.
Oh really?
Trevor came to me. Bryce came to me.
Yeah, because you know everyone. Actually,
Everybody
that
would come to me,
makes, that makes a
true.
lot of
and
sense.
that's how that whole group got created.
You
and we
are
just
the group.
kept adding in just bits and pieces of the group here and there as time went on. Hell, we had a freshman in our group in senior year.
Yeah.
So,
poor
like-
Derek.
See, I wasn't
You make
there for
good
that.
friends.
That's
no,
why
you
I don't
weren't.
know
You
Derek
were,
very well.
yeah, you were gone at that point.
Yeah, I quit that.
But yeah, no, it's such a weird thing how you actually meet people. Like,
Exactly.
and- just so you know, everybody that's actually like made it this far, it's okay if you're not good at talking to people.
oh yeah,
You
you'll
will-
find someone.
You
I'm
will
the
find
worst.
friends.
Oh yeah, no, I'm the worst.
You will
at-
find
I sucked at
friends.
the first time interaction.
I annoyed Colby into the point where he was like, "Dude, like, come hang out with us in our group," and like, fucking, I don't know if you were there. From what I remember, it was like Ian and Haley because they were making out on the wall at the time.
That
and I
was when we
like,
had separate lunches.
That's it. Yeah, because fucking school.
Mhm.
And then Daniel was there, and I was like, man, I don't fit in. Oh,
But yeah, no, I was back in the day. By the way, we mentioned this guy Ian a lot. He's been my best friend for fucking years.
Ian's a good man.
4 years and
4 years?
4 years.
So really quick, way off topic.
What do you
I
want?
finally remembered the Operation Chair thing. I was the Thin Duke.
Oh,
That's
the Thin Duke.
it!
Okay.
That's what it
Thin
was. I
Duke.
don't know why it just
Edit
hit me.
that
It
in.
just straight up bitch
But-
slapped me in the face.
But yeah, I had a name too, but I don't remember
You
what
were
it
like,
was.
you were the outside person that was like, that we were communicating with.
Yeah, but yeah, no, me and Ian, we had a band together. There was some drama between that shit. It's high school, shit happens, you know.
This one time at band camp.
This one time band camp. Yeah, no, but it was a good time. I'm still really good friends with Ian, so
Mhm.
and I've made a lot of really, really awesome connections with a lot of awesome
We
people.
need Ian on the next episode.
No, that's
somehow.
no, that's the thing. Is this podcast will probably have all sorts of people in
I
it
hope so.
as we go on.
That's how we're gonna meet new people.
See, the way I see it is I think it would be cool to make this like a weekly thing or like a twice a week thing.
Yeah,
Or a
if I
monthly
can-
thing, like
yeah.
a period
Like a period.
for all of us together.
But let's get to the next question because we've been on this topic for like 20 minutes probably,
yeah,
maybe half an hour.
Yeah,
But
half an hour.
So the next question for me, and this is going to be a tough one to answer for most of us, I think. What quality about yourself do you value the most?
Oh fuck!
Sure.
Right.
I care too much.
There you go. And
I hate myself. I'm gonna kill myself.
I like straight up. I can seriously hate someone, but if they need my help, then I will help them. But in reality, in my head, I'm going, I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I relate to Colby's because like I do care too much. I try too hard, and
Yeah.
like my anxiety gets to me, and not so much with you guys because I know
Yeah.
you guys are gonna stick around, but like
Yeah, of course.
especially with new friends or just that kind of shit. Like it's
But
hard.
do you value that?
Huh?
Do you value that?
Yeah,
You
like,
value the fact that you care?
yeah,
Good.
of course,
I'm
because
glad.
like I'll like talk to someone in the middle of the night and random shit like that. Like I'll answer my phone
Mhm.
like anytime.
Yeah, me
and
too.
shit like that, and like I don't know, like it's partly an anxiety thing, but it's also just how I am.
hmm
But yeah, I guess I value that.
My
Hopefully, someone else does.
yeah, my most valued quality about myself is my honesty.
Yeah,
I will tell you how it is.
Really honest.
yeah. You've
Um,
always been honest with me.
You're fucking up. He'll let you.
Yeah, I absolutely love my friends, but if they're doing something fucking retarded, I will tell them.
See, that's the
I think that's partially why Daniel drifted so far away. 'cause
Probably,
he
yeah.
cannot take
no.
you
Probably,
calling
yeah.
him out on his shit.
Well, that's one
Making
thing.
up fake ass stories. You call him out on it. You
Yeah.
get pissed off. And
That was the funniest shit too. But like one thing too, like whenever I do talk to Taylor, which isn't super often, strangely enough,
yeah.
because I just forget. I don't forget about you. But
Don't you?
I know that like
Oh,
my
no,
insecurities
not me.
aren't so apparent because Taylor doesn't tell me
Yeah.
about them or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
I know, like, well, I mean, you give me shit about vaping, and I
Yeah.
know it's bad and stupid and expensive, and yeah,
I will give everybody that out of my friends that vapes. I will fucking.
yep, and all of them do.
Yeah, that's
that-
true.
that little argument right there doesn't pertain to me as much because I have barely ever spent money vaping.
Yeah, that's
In 3
true.
years I've vaped, I've only actually paid cash for like 3 setups.
Mm-hmm. And you
Yeah.
traded your way up from like a Honda to a Bugatti in the like world of vaping.
It's still
and
bad
then
for
back,
you.
and then back, and then
It's still bad for you.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
right now,
so-
right now I am stuck back at like not even Honda status K. I'm at Geo Metro.
I was gonna say-
Dude, I'm down for a Geo Metro.
yeah.
You
see,
want a
Taylor-
Limitless?
You still have that? Oh, you have that other one.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's never gonna go away. I would have to fucking sell that for $5.
You're gonna have to chuck it in a river.
I kind of want to.
Put ornament.
That was a bad investment
Oh.
on my part.
Hmm.
I like this question because I know what we did for you.
Huh.
This next question is, what did you do on your most recent birthday? So we're all 21 at this point.
We turned 21.
We all turned 21.
right around at the same time.
Yeah, right around the same time. I think Colby was a lot sooner than us. Yeah.
He was first, you
Yeah.
were second, and then I was like shortly
Yeah.
after.
So we all turned 21. So you could expect most of us to say, "Oh, we just drank all night," which is true for some of them. Not for me. I didn't do anything. I sat at home and did nothing
Oh.
because
We got drunk playing Cards Against Humanity, wasn't it?
with Colton
Yeah, that's
on
what
his
I meant.
birthday.
That's what I meant.
Hell yeah, dude.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get drunk. I drank, but I didn't get drunk. I don't know why. I just have a
know,
high
you
tolerance.
should've.
See, my most recent birthday experience. Of course, turning 21, you want to buy your first bottle of liquor, your first bottle of booze of some sort. I had given to me about $8 and found cheap Canadian whiskey.
Yes, I remember.
And
You came over on your birthday.
for my birthday, I straight up sat in my grandfather's camper with my girlfriend, drank Monaco's, and mixed this cheap fucking whiskey
You said it was
with my
great.
root beer. Yeah, but see, now that I've had the real stuff, the good quality stuff, I realize that is some nasty shit.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, taking shots of it and everything. And no lie, this was like literally the night I got drunk was the night before my drug test for the tobacco connection test. And so I get the bright idea to hit up one of my buddies for some fucking THC gummies.
Oh my god.
Colby.
And I ate that
Dumbass.
the next morning, and then like the next day I had to take my my drug test, and I was like, oh shit. But thankfully, like straight up, Liz, my manager, she straight up told me during the job interview, she's like, we don't care if you come back positive for THC, just nothing else.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too stressed
That's
about
cool,
it. But at the same time, I was stressing out because I was like, well, now they're going to think I'm a fucking stoner.
though.
Because everyone in high school always thought I was the fucking pothead, even though I didn't even know what the fuck weed
That's
was.
true.
People thought I was a pothead too.
Yeah, I
but that's just
know.
because I look tired all the time.
And you're really chill.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. And yeah, for my birthday, I had Colby and Taylor come over, and I bought a tiny bottle of Jack Daniel's honey, which was the nastiest shit. But nastier
Best
was,
shit.
fuck you. The nastier shit was the coconut rum, the Malibu or whatever
Ah.
that was. And of course, being the stupid ass I am, like I had a couple mics in the fridge from Colby. I bought some like Smirnoff something.
Which I drink most of.
Uh-huh. So I had like
Screwdrivers.
Yeah.
that's what they were.
They
So
were
I had like
screwdrivers.
one of those, and then a Mike's, and then a couple shots, and then another Mike's, and then like 4 shots, and then I was like, Colby, drink more, and he was like, well, I'll take a shot if you do. So it ended up
Oh
like
my God.
6 shots. And I was falling out of my chair
Yeah,
laughing at everything.
It was hilarious.
was
It was
the
hilarious.
See, it's funny though,
I
because
felt so tall.
right now you're complaining about that Jack Honey. Before you at all decide to leave,
Mm-hmm.
you are going to take a shot of clear with me. Because after you take a shot of clear, that Jack Daniels whiskey is going to be your goddamn savior.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
we'll
will
do that.
Yeah.
Straight up, you will use it as a chaser. Shit you not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that shit, it will stop your breathing. It burns bad,
Yeah.
dude. It burns your
It's
throat.
bad.
And guess what? My first shot, chapped lips.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll try it.
So I'd like to elaborate a little bit more on mine.
Yeah, I know. Ours is like, yeah, we got drunk.
Yeah. No, I was working on my
Oh, yeah,
birthday.
you
I was
were.
working. One of my
Oh, yeah.
coworkers went out and bought me a 40 of Pabst Blue Ribbon,
Oh, God.
which is still sitting in my closet. Sorry, Aaron. I
Like,
love you, buddy,
unopened?
but I just don't. I'm not a huge
Never
Probably
Pabst.
expired by now.
No,
No?
dude, you fucking drink alcohol and everything. But
I told you.
No, fuck you.
You made me waste 4 good PBRs.
Dude,
You didn't have to
should've
waste them. You
drank
could have drank
it.
them.
I was going to, and he's like, no, don't do it.
Well, yeah, do it somewhere
But-
And
else.
then Alex, my girlfriend, fucking, no, you get alcohol poisoning.
But yeah, no, I was at work.
Everything's better aged.
My buddy bought me a 40 for my birthday, and I was really happy about that. But I was not happy because I was working mornings, as a dishwasher,
Mm-hmm.
and it really sucked. But yeah, really, what happened was I went home, hung out at home for a bit, went and had dinner with my family, and a lot of people that sounds like a boring day, but that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's
I
the
loved
nice
that.
shit. Like for me, the next day was god awful.
Yeah,
Well, see, like-
so bad.
Like kind of like what you're describing. When I was living with my cousin, one of the roommates, Eli,
yeah,
we were talking about birthdays and stuff because his was coming up, and he said that he personally likes it when he doesn't celebrate it.
uh-huh.
He wants it just to be another damn day.
Yeah,
He doesn't really give a shit about a celebration and the free stuff
Yeah.
and all this and the cake and everything and all the family and people coming over.
my thing is more I want to go visit my family on my birthday.
yeah.
I just want to see my family.
Like he'll like he said that he would. I sound like fucking Goofy there for a
Yeah.
minute.
You-
But he'll want to like see his mom and dad and stuff like that. You know.
Mhm.
I see. I'm that stutter guy.
Oh,
The
I think
stutter
we
guy
all
in the
are.
podcast.
Yeah.
I think we all stutter quite a bit. Don't worry about that.
Today,
I just
Junior.
lose- I lose it. I can't.
So another. Are we done with that question? I think we're good with
What was
that
the
question.
question?
The question was the birthday thing.
Oh yeah, like we all know what
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah. The next question that I had, I'll save this one for next. But do you shower in the mornings or
Night.
at
No.
night?
Can't do it during the day.
Yeah,
I
no.
feel disgusting.
Yeah, my hair needs the oil in it to do what it do. And, like, at night,
do
like,
what it do.
I need to wash off all the shit, the fucking freight dust, which is like, I don't know, it's like forklift exhaust
Yeah.
and shit. And like, I need to wash that shit out. I need to wash out my hair and all that, and like, I can't. Like, it also
Mhm.
makes me tired.
I just have to at night because if I do it during the day, I feel disgusting. Like I will genuinely feel sick to my stomach.
I do it at night.
Because
and-
no one's up, probably.
Yeah, that's more of the reason. There's not really a particular reason. Showers don't make me tired.
Oh, really?
They actually kind of wake me up.
Same here.
Oh, okay.
So
See, they make me sleepy. I've
Yeah.
always
I
showered
could
at
be
night.
tired as fuck and then go take a shower and then I'll go to my room and be like, okay, time to lay down, and then it's
and
like,
it's
hey,
just like,
6 hours
oh
later,
shit.
now you can sleep.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know. It's different.
Yeah. And like you can tell a lot about a person by when they shower. Honestly. When do you shower?
When you
How chapped are your kneecap?
chapter unique.
What size is your nostril? I've got 3 mil.
All right. So the next question was, who was the last person you had a good conversation with?
Hey.
Not counting right now.
Oh.
I agree. This is a good conversation, but not counting right now. Who was the last person you had a good conversation with?
I have no fucking clue. I barely remember my previous days.
Oh my god. What about you? I know mine.
Probably last night with
Yeah.
you and Kat. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
My favorite conversations are when my regular customers at my work.
Yeah.
They'll come in and chit chat and whatnot, or even just random people.
That's
come
cool.
To my work.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sit there and bullshit with them for a bit, even though I feel like I'm annoying the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
Yeah.
what you do. For me, like, I talk to Tay quite a bit.
Yeah.
And text her and whatnot. And, like, we started talking on the phone more just because, like, it's easier than texting. And, like, she got
I
into the
hate
apartment
talking on
I'll
the
be
phone.
moving into and whatnot. And, like, it's been nice to talk about all that.
Yeah.
You know, and since she's pretty much always around, I usually just go to her for whatever. And,
Yeah,
like,
that's cool.
I mean, recent talking, like, our conversation last night was just fucking funny as hell.
Oh my
on
god, I
Xbox.
know.
But, like, besides that, like, before, like, talking to Tay, like, serious conversations.
Yeah.
Like, it was nice to see where I'll be living and
Yeah.
like, all of that shit.
We-
It was
yeah.
just-
Let's cut it up like that.
Hmm.
Because last night was a really funny conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I had an awesome time. My last serious conversation I had was with my grandfather.
Hmm.
And we were talking about just life in general.
Yeah.
Because I love my grandfather. He's a very philosophical man.
Yeah.
And he's a very hardworking man.
Hmm.
I look up to him a lot because he's just, you know, he's been successful in his life and he's very family oriented, and
Yeah.
it just reminds me of myself.
Hmm.
And, you know, it's always nice to talk to him like that because it gives me a little bit more insight on how he lives.
Yeah. Yeah, and like that's the thing too, because talking to older people, like, I mean, I guess not in my work. I don't talk to customers, but like, there's all the people in my work that work there are older.
Yeah.
And those are who I talk to, and like,
Yeah.
they just got a lot of wisdom. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, see, like I have some of the best conversations with the new assistant manager, Bree. Like we'll sit
That's
there,
cool.
we'll sit there and shoot the shit for hours, you know,
Hmm.
and just chit chat while we do our work and everything, you know. And then the new topic too is Brenda, because
Brenda's a bitch.
everyone's tired of Brenda's shit.
Yeah.
Even Liz had to put a fucking typed up note
God damn it,
for
Brenda.
Liz to, for Brenda to read, and she really put on this. What did she put? The manager of the store is me. If I'm not here, it's Bree. And then she was like, I did not mean to make it rhyme either. And I was like, hey, maybe it'll help her remember it. Because she always likes to play manager.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not going to branch off of that.
Yeah.
That's its
Right.
own cup of tea.
Oh, that'll be. It's like you'll just be blowing smoke because I won't know the fuck what you're talking about.
I will start fucking getting passionately pissed.
All right. So next question is, what is your biggest physical challenge that you have faced?
Physical.
Physical challenge.
Oh, like if you had to like move a car off of a puppy dog named Stink Dick.
Yeah, sure, something like that.
Poor Stink Dick.
Yeah, it goes quiet.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what?
I guess for me was just because I'm such a sloth
Yeah,
that like when I started working at my job I had no muscle mass and I wasn't fat but like I wasn't overweight either. I was just way out of shape
yeah,
and like I couldn't do anything
Yeah.
at all. And like I told them I was like I'm super physically fit. I ride my bike around town a year previous. Yeah, and like. Just all of that shit, but like it was hard to build up to that because I started by pulling out like 1,000-pound water pallets,
yeah,
you know, by myself because no one would help me, and it
Yeah.
was fucking awful. But like, yeah, I guess that's really it.
yeah.
I mean, it'd have to be the one time at Sears when I had to try and lift a fridge
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
the back
gee.
of a truck by myself.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And
Yeah.
eventually I told him, pull around at the docks, dude, and we're going to slide around in there because I am not doing this shit today. No one would come to my call. Everyone was out bullshitting and bickering with everyone else in the job, and I was the one back there by myself. I was like, screw this, dude.
I have that a lot of my
And if the
work.
customer comes back bitching that it wasn't well, and I'm the one that gets chewed out, I'll be like, okay, well, where was everyone?
Mhm.
We got radios for a reason, guys. Use them.
It's funny. It's funny because it doesn't surprise me that it's all work related for everybody's answer.
Yeah.
Because that's where you get most challenged at
Hmm.
is at your jobs. Mine was at demolition.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Most of the time that job was really easy. But this was my first week at the job. I'm working down in a basement of a new St. Luke's area. The place is just filled with dust. I have asthma, so I had a respirator on the whole time. And I'm trying to work around all this. My supervisor comes up and says, "Hey, I want you to remove all those floor tiles in there, 20 minutes." And I said, okay, I'll try my best to. So I go in there, attempt to lift up one of the floor tiles. It is a pure steel floor tile
Oh.
with a concrete base
Oh.
in the middle of it. It's about yay big. I don't know. I can't really. It's like,
I'd say it's about 2 foot.
yeah, about 2 foot big, 2 foot wide. You know, it's a big old son of a bitch. It's pure steel concrete. It's about that thick.
Oh shit.
So basically 2 feet by 2 feet and like 1 foot thick.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
and a room full of them,
Oh.
just full of them. This is what fucked up my wrist, by the way. And I was freaking out because this is my first week at the job.
Yeah, and you didn't
So
want
I'm
to
like,
lose it.
oh shit, I'm gonna lose my job if I don't get this done. So I'm in there just picking up everything and throwing it into the cart as fast as I can.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there just absolutely dying
Yeah, I bet.
because
I couldn't
everything
do that
on my body was so sore. One of my coworkers was helping me kinda, but he didn't, he knew about the whole thing. Seth was just being a dick. The
Yeah.
supervisor, he was just being a dick to be a dick.
Mm-hmm.
I had plenty of time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
He was just saying, get it done, it's fresh, get it done in 20 minutes. I was like, oh shit.
I did that shit to the new guys all the time at Sears.
Yeah. Well, and I freaked out about that, so I was getting all that done, and I'm having to throw these things
Mm-hmm.
across like a street
Oh jeez.
in order to get into a metal pile.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there hucking them across stuff, and I really messed up one of my wrists,
Mm-hmm.
and I can feel it every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wasn't a very fun
I
time.
bet. How much do you think those things weighed?
Shit, I don't know.
I probably assume safe for like 80 to 100 pounds each.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they're about 100, 110 pounds each.
Holy
They were
shit.
they were heavy sons of bitches.
I know I couldn't lift a fucking 100 pounds.
And I had to move about 70 of those, so
Yeah.
you just...
So
Oh,
pretty much
geez.
technically with what you're saying, I weigh the same as those tiles.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
weigh the same as those tiles. I picked you up in the chair.
Yeah. Before all this started, Colby's sitting in like a small office chair, and Taylor fucking picked him up off the ground. Just didn't even fucking nothing about it.
If it
But
was a
yeah,
carnival ride, I would pay for it.
Swing me.
but yeah, there were 70 of you inside of that room.
You're throwing 70 Colbys
That's
across the street.
throwing 70 Colbys across the street into a metal pile.
to be melted down
And turn into something
Wonderful.
into rice. Rice and chewing tobacco.
later.
Oh.
His laugh, he became
Oh.
a hound.
50%.
I have a question that I will answer
Uh-huh.
because it's true for both of you.
Uh-huh.
It's true for me right now. The
Poor Dylan crying.
Colby ripped ass, everyone.
It's obvious, I might as well let it all out.
The question is, have you ever been in any YouTube videos?
Oh.
So that's the thing.
I've actually been in quite a few.
Have you?
Yes.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you were in a...
Because, like, for instance, me and Colton actually made one. And that was us destroying the Xbox 360
Oh, my
Fuck
God.
yeah.
after a night of staying up all night. But, there's a buddy of
I
mine,
forgot.
Evan, on Xbox, and I think it's a used to be buddy situation. He was doing a video of them of playing Black Ops Zombies and starting out at the highest round possible and see how long he could survive. I just sit there in that video for like 2 fucking hours playing zombies. with those other two guys.
Oh,
dude.
that would have been
Don't
terrible.
forget
But I was
Carlson.
that annoying guy in the background that was like, holy shit, I'm on YouTube. I'm playing this now. Everyone's gonna know who I am, and then I realized he's just some like small podunk fucking like YouTube channel.
That's me.
And I was like,
Well, we're trying to be
I was just
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
no one's gonna find this video, and I
No.
think to this day it probably has barely a little over 100 views.
Yeah.
But
Because it was his only video on his channel, and then the other one actually I am in an up and coming channel, Braden Carlson's channel.
yeah.
I'm on one of his videos. 'Cause I went to his fan meetup,
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
and he came up to me, shook my hand, said, "You don't mind being in a video?" I was like, "No, I don't care at all."
Yeah,
But
that's
at
cool.
the same time, like, for me, like, I don't know. Even though he's kind of like a small celebrity,
You
I
kinda
still
look
see
up
him
to
as if I
though.
was to meet an actual celebrity.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Which I have.
'Cause he's
Accidentally. But, like, it was intimidating stuff, and I felt like a jackass, because after I watched the video again, if you listen closely to it, because he's talking to me about this other Volvo S60 he was looking at, because I had a Volvo at the time, and that's their thing. Their thing is Volvos.
That's cool.
Mhm.
And he was talking to this one that he checked out, and what I meant to say in the video was, and I thought my car was fast, I sounded like a total fucking prick, and I was like, that makes me think my car's fast. Or no,
That's what you've been saying.
I think that's what it
not-
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me think that makes me think my
couldn't
car's
hear it,
fast, and
though.
I was like, why the fuck did I word it like that? Dumbass.
Oh, jeez.
Did you have something?
Oh, yeah. I was in Colby and mine's
Yeah, of
YouTube
course.
destruction. YouTube destruction.
YouTube destruction.
Destruction of YouTube.
We're taking down YouTube, boys.
We did that, and then Joe's stupid videos in
Oh
English class
yeah.
I didn't want to be any part of, and I just sat there like, Joe, shut the fuck up. I hate you. And it was Skylar, who I didn't like at all, and Ian.
I don't
No, it
think
wasn't
anyone
Ian.
liked Skylar.
I don't think Ian was in that
I
one.
don't think so.
No, it was Logan Ingram.
Logan Ingram.
And I was like, oh man, I wish I wasn't fucking here. Joe's just going nuts all the time, and the thing is that Logan had his camera, like, he was just kind of holding his phone.
Yeah.
And like, so Joe's just going nuts in the class the whole time, and Mr. Cody's just sitting there drinking his coffee, like bloodshot eyes, like trying to teach. And
Poor
like,
guy.
Joe's just fucking
I swear to
going
God,
nuts.
he was a stoner teacher.
I think so.
He was
a cool
always
guy.
just way too mellow.
Mhm. But like that, oh, I hated that. And then these, which I like being a part of.
Yeah.
Because like,
Yeah.
no one. I mean, like, not saying no one's gonna find these, but like, I mean, eventually, like, I can at least go back and like
Yeah.
review these and be like, hey,
Yeah,
look,
you can
me
be
and my
like,
friends
that
did
was
this.
that
and
was
I-
a chapter of my life.
yeah, I can be like, look, I
Yeah.
made a racist joke right here,
Mm-hmm.
right here.
So
Like the Kiki Whip video.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
for me,
it had to be done.
I have been in a like sub channel of a somewhat bigger YouTube channel, and
Why did blow up that one?
if you guys want to check it out, I'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
I'm sure if
Link in the description.
I'm sure if you I'm sure if you've heard you probably actually saw me on that channel first. Anyways, it's called Falcon's Crest, but yeah, I've been in that, and that's I mean, I just do my own stuff. I really like doing my own stuff. It's probably one of the more fun things to do for me.
Mm-hmm.
It relieves a lot of stress, and it gives me something to do to keep my mind off of some of the shitty things that are going on in my life.
Well,
so-
it's like a hobby. You know?
Yeah.
It's good to have
see,
a hobby.
like, and like for instance, like I was watching a Jacksepticeye video, and he was kind of like, because it was that simulacra thing I was talking about,
Mhm.
and basically the girl in the game, she does self vlogs
Uh-huh.
as a therapeutic thing.
Uh-huh.
You know, talk, just say whatever.
Yeah, say what
know?
you need to.
I should do that
And-
instead of talking to
and it's-
people about
And
it.
it's like therapeutic to certain people because then they can listen over it and see how they sound and everything and not feel
Mhm.
so weird or uncomfortable. There's something I can't exactly remember how he worded it, but he worded it really, really well.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I was like, maybe I should do that shit. I should just be a crazy guy and talking to my camera.
Why not?
There's nothing wrong with it.
People will watch you. Like, and
But
that's
see,
what-
my biggest thing though is like anytime I try to make a video of some sort that I want to post somewhere, that I get all like nervous that someone's like sitting outside the door listening to me be a fucking idiot. Like I got bored one night and made a video on how to tear down an Xbox 360, even though there's a million videos out there
Yeah.
of that. And then like my grandfather walks in mid video and I just kind of like awkwardly put my fucking camera down. I'm like, yeah. And, you know, I don't know. I just feel embarrassed
Yeah.
for some reason. You know,
It's
that
hard
was
to
the
get
word I've been
over
looking
that.
for.
Mhm.
No, it is. It is actually really hard to get over that. It's hard to actually be able to record
Mhm.
in a very like just like how my house is.
Mhm.
I constantly have dogs barking, constantly have people moving around.
Dogs are barking.
You can hear every reference to my old video.
Yeah.
You can usually hear most people talking downstairs.
See, I can never.
That's because I figured out that I record around this time
Oh yeah.
and nothing is going on in my house, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
But when I do record, like during the middle of the day, you'll hear all sorts of shit, and like, you know, people, they'll just come barging into my room if they want to. You know, it's just like, ooh, not my life. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But-
I know that feeling.
But yeah, no, it's hard to get over that though.
Mhm.
It really is. But I absolutely love doing what I do.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
so much fun, and I having a whole year break was killing me. I'll be
Yeah.
honest.
It was a whole year.
It was a whole year.
Oh, shit.
It was 11 months.
Oh, okay.
It was
under.
it was a year.
Yeah.
It was a year. But it was just so bad for me because I was just like,
You gotta
God, I
respect
want to do this stuff.
Mhm.
but my computer was in such shitty shape, and I didn't have any way of recording besides that, so I was like, okay, well, I got to figure out something to do.
Mhm.
Later on, I figured out that I have certain backup stuff that I didn't know I had, and I wiped my computer, and now we're here, so I can actually do recordings again,
Yes.
which makes me super happy. And these are easy to do, and I'm really happy about that. There's going to be a lot more guests on these sort of things, and
Probably
I love
us
it.
a lot too.
Yeah, probably these two a lot, but I'll have different guests all the time, so it'll be fun. It'll be
Mhm.
fun to hear about, like everybody else's lives, because it's just that's something that fascinates me,
Mhm.
is just learning about other people.
Yeah.
So
Well, and I was also gonna say, like, it's hard to be on camera when you know you're on camera. Like, in any way, especially for someone like me, I just have
Yeah.
to kind of try and think, like, oh, I'm just talking to Colby and Taylor.
yeah,
You know, it's just fun, not like this is going up on YouTube.
yeah,
And, like, because, I don't know, you think too much about what you say, you feel pressured to talk.
yeah. Well, and I feel like I've counteracted that pretty well. I feel like I talk pretty freely how
Oh,
I want to.
No, you are the same, like, on camera and off.
I mean, I might censor myself a little bit because
a little.
I can be a vulgar person, but I don't.
Man.
I don't want to offend anybody out there. Cause
No, well, and we all say stupid things.
Yeah.
Fucking the skater, what was it? The Streets of Rage video?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
had to be done.
Yeah. No, and it was funny. That was it. It was like comedic timing is so important
Well, and I was
when you're
building up-
making remarks.
I was building up to it too, like, I shouldn't say it. I
Yeah.
shouldn't do it. And I was
No.
like, it was silence, and I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say it.
Comedic timing is so important to anything you do.
Mm-hmm.
That is a lesson for anybody out there listening to this, though, because
Mhm.
like that, there's so many people that have such bad timing,
Me.
and they get blasted by the internet
Yeah.
so hard because they're not good at their comedic timing.
Yeah.
there's
Exactly.
there's a time and a place for everything,
Mm-hmm.
but there's not always time for everything. So
Yeah.
just watch what you say.
Exactly.
Make sure it's the right time.
Well, and the good thing is we don't have to censor ourselves heavily, because it's like, I mean, this video might get like 20 views.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what your average is. I know I watch a lot of your old shit back
Yeah.
all the time.
I think the highest I have is 46 on one video, or so. Maybe no. I think it breaks the 50s.
Really?
Yeah,
Damn, you're up in your 50s now.
yeah. I'm a 50.
But yeah, and like, it's just one thing that's good about the YouTube channel too is like, it's different.
Yeah,
Like, I don't see people, because even small startup channels like pay for like those flashy, stupid dubstep intros.
dude,
and
I
shit like
love
that.
my intro.
Exactly,
and
but
I
yours
need
is
to
like-
get it back.
Yeah, I know. We were just like nicely like homemade and just like, I'm just doing this.
Yeah.
And whatever. I'm just gonna make shit.
Well, that's something I've always been meaning to talk about.
Hmm.
What I believe my appeal for my YouTube channel is it's self-made.
Yeah.
A lot of these other YouTube channels they run with like you said, they
Mhm.
buy intros and like have people make it for them and have people make the music for them and all that, and it's like, I respect that because I know it's tough and marketing yourself is not easy,
Hmm.
but I also like the very simple style and like just the
It's good to be different.
and I just want you guys to feel like I'm just here to chill with you.
Hmm.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm just here. We're just here to chill. That's all we are.
Hmm.
I'm not trying to like make some flashy video for you. I'm just here to play some video games.
Hmm. General Let's Play structure: intro, some random blooper at the end, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Links in the description.
Links in the description.
Press that fucking subscribe and bell icon. Join the notification squad if you want. 11-month break and then one video.
Shut up! I'm working on it.
We are, man. We're
First
working.
I was going to be like, alright, Matthias.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, what is the longest that you've stayed awake for? So this is kind of being the opposite end.
Us, like me and Colby.
I already mentioned it earlier, fucking 72
72?
Well, like, how late did we used to stay up? Well, when we were moving to this place, we stayed up like 2 days straight and
Yeah.
moved all my shit. That was probably the longest I stayed up. And
So
then
2 days?
48 hours then.
Probably like 2 days.
2 days, 72,
Yeah.
week and a half.
Really?
Yes, I was
Holy
having
shit.
hallucinations, and it was not
Yeah,
okay.
you were talking about that
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah,
I meant
no,
to ask.
Dude, any fewer days longer and you could have died.
no, it's true.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Because you can die from lack of sleep.
Absolutely. So I have insomnia. Some nights are worse than others. Of course, you can't.
yeah.
You can't just have like. It's never a
that's
steady
probably
thing
bad.
when it comes to mental illness.
Yeah.
But
Well, I guess my anxiety's steady. Always there.
but it's there at different
Yeah.
increments.
Uh-huh.
But I have insomnia, and there was a point in my life where I was just so stressed out, and I was having just one of the worst times of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I stayed up for a week and a half, like not even joking, straight up a week and a half until I absolutely just fucking passed out.
Yeah.
I was gone. By the way, that is when I slept for as long as I
Yeah,
did.
I was gonna say.
I thought this question might come up, so I saved that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was. It was a bad time. If you have insomnia or anything, do try to find help.
Yeah, and like
It's not fun.
no. Well, and
It's
one
not
thing
fun at
that
all.
I'm stupid about, like with my anxiety, is that like I could look up like some things to help me with it, but I don't.
Yeah,
Because if I'm not full of anxiety all the time in some way, like I don't fucking feel normal.
yeah.
Like I just don't. I don't know what to do with myself.
But if your insomnia gets to that point, please look for help.
Mm-hmm.
I did. It didn't work very well, but I still sleep better than I used to,
Mm-hmm.
so that's a good thing. I think it's just because a lot of the stress from my life is gone.
Well, I think you've come a long way in that too.
I have.
Because like recently, you said you had like a sort of sleeping
Yeah, I had a
schedule.
steady sleeping
we
schedule
ruined
for a
tonight.
bit. No, I ruined it last night.
Oh, good. Even better.
Oh, good.
It wasn't me.
but no, I was to the point where I was seeing things. I was imagining things, like just going by, and if you have that, it can lead to schizophrenia, and that's not a joke. That's not a joking matter.
Oh, I know, I
Schizophrenia
get
is
that.
fucking
I
terrifying.
personally, I think I have like a very, very mild form of schizophrenia.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe.
there's times I hear shit that ain't
Yeah.
even there. Like,
Mhm.
Mhm.
there was a time I was sitting in my living room at my grandparents' house, and I heard two ladies having a conversation in the attic.
What
Yeah,
are they talking
Yeah.
about?
don't remember.
Don't remember. It was just
I didn't
there.
really hear them
Yeah,
too well, but
it
it
was
was
just
like
like-
two women having a full-on
Yeah.
conversation in the attic.
Yeah.
And it was peacefully quiet in the house. Grandma was on the computer, so all you hear is the clicking of the mouse
Nah.
and the occasional keyboard tapping, and that's it.
Mhm.
You know, no one else in the house or anything, so, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next?
I'm also paranoid as shit, too.
I'm fucking paranoid. I'm more paranoid than you are.
What do you think?
I win.
Yeah. So the next
Yeah.
one is, what do you do when you're bored?
Make YouTube videos. I'm kidding. I know you have your time.
Yeah.
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Video games, music.
I must be always bored because it's always YouTube.
For
Hey,
me,
If
there's
I'm bored of
nothing wrong with
YouTube, it's like looking at shit on my phone. If
Yeah.
I'm bored of that,
for me, it used to, when I had the game...
Masturbation.
Masturbation, the game.
Oh.
No, when I had, the Forza Horizon 3
Yeah.
on my old Xbox One console. When I had that game, I would straight up, and I had like money galore, so I'd just go buy a car, build it up, and
Oh, yeah.
drift around in fucking Australia
Mhm.
for hours on end. You know, I found that shit fun.
Yeah.
Taking a car and putting some crazy shit in it. Like I had this little tiny fucking Ford car with this big ass V12 motor or some shit. Or no, it was a Datsun. It was a little Datsun car, and this was in Forza 6. And I had this little tiny Datsun car with a GTR R35 fucking motor in it.
Mhm.
And that thing was so uncontrollable, I could not keep it straight. Traction
That's
control
funny.
on, too.
hmm
So, We'll call this last question since we're about to reach the 2-hour mark.
Oh, really? I thought
Yeah.
it's been like 3.
No,
Holy shit.
we're about to reach the 2-hour mark.
That's a good
and
length.
I do have it's a weird question to end on, I gotta say.
Is it?
Yeah. But I actually have a weird answer for it, so I'm fine.
Cool.
What position do you usually sleep in?
Oh, that's not that weird. I guess.
It's kind of fitting for a final question because
Yeah.
after this, I'm gonna go home, pass the fuck out,
Right, yeah.
and then
Yeah.
get up in like 2 hours.
Mind you,
Oh shit.
it's
Colby,
4 in the morning right now,
Yeah.
pretty much.
4 in the
So-
morning.
15 till.
Yeah.
Get up at like 6 or 7.
Oh
you're
god,
okay.
Colby.
Because I gotta
You
be,
can do it.
Because I gotta be at Aaron's house by 9.
Mm.
But yeah, what position do you usually sleep in?
You know, it's funny. I used to sleep on my stomach. Who the fuck Snapchat? Cat.
I typically, the most comfortable way I have found is I have to sleep on my stomach with my legs sprawled out, and I have this really cushiony pillow, and it's like a super uber soft. It's almost like a slime-filled pillow in a way. It's like the
Stuff it
feeling.
in your mouth.
Well, I have
Right.
to cuddle it in my arms, and then like I have to like have it toward the top. The top of the pillow is just at my chin, and the rest of the bottom of the pillow goes like just above like crotch area, and then like my head has to be laying on the mattress itself, and it has to be facing. If I'm laying on my stomach, it has to be facing to my left side. If it's facing the other way, my throat like closes. It like closes weird.
That is weird, Colby.
It
Yeah,
has
that's
to be
weird.
in that very specific configuration, or else my throat will close up.
That's really strange.
That's weird because I remember you used to
And-
just pass out on my floor and shit,
And
just
then
laying there.
and now I refrain from sleeping on my back anymore because I had the most terrifying moment happen to me when I was living in Boise with my cousin,
Mhm.
and I was sitting there having a dream that I was like trying to burp, and when I woke up, I was sitting there basically fucking juggling vomit in my throat with no
Oof.
oxygen.
Oh,
Like it was going back and forth, and I couldn't
Uh-huh.
breathe, and I don't know how I solved it, but I solved it somehow. Thank God I did. That scared the shit out of me. So now I will never sleep on my back
That's fair.
ever.
oh me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, so like I just sleep on my side. Like I used to sleep on my stomach, but I always used to have a pillow under my head, so my neck got fucked up. But like I just sleep on either side really, and like I have a big body pillow and whatnot because I cling to shit when I
Mhm.
sleep. But like other than that, like I guess that's really it. Like a lot of times I'll fall asleep watching YouTube, or I'll be like, hey, I'm gonna watch a show on Netflix real quick before I fall asleep, and
yeah.
I'll click on Netflix and the screen will go all dark and it'll do like the end thing. It'll go ba ba and I fall asleep every fucking time. Never fucking use that thing. And like, yeah, I don't know.
See,
That's
my
basically-
my sleeping aid is usually just popping on some Family Guy.
Well, that's too bad because Netflix
Netflix is
took.
getting rid of Family Guy.
Well, I
Yeah.
know that.
You
Anyways,
could just
I don't
buy
really
the
give a
DVD.
shit. I have them all on DVD. Not
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
of them, but most of them. So
Mhm.
I'll pop one in and I'll just sit there, put it on a lowish volume so I can still hear what they're
Mhm.
saying. Take off my glasses, lay down. Hear a funny part come up, I'll look over and just kind of watch it for a second. I'll turn back down and close my eyes, and I'll be like, well, I'm kind of awake. And it's just kind of back and forth like that for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
And finally, I'm like, yep, I'm tired. And then-
You know, a lot of times I'll fall asleep and like, well, it'll be like kind of half asleep and I'll still like hear the TV and I'll be like watching it, but I'm clearly asleep.
Mhm.
I fall asleep with my glasses on all the time too, which is horrible for me. Horrible for my glasses.
I usually end up sleeping with my glasses on. I
Yeah.
usually tend to forget to take them off.
What about
Yeah.
you?
So, I have a very strange thing that I do to make myself fall asleep.
Do you hit yourself on the head really hard?
Yes, with a frying pan. No.
Hell yeah. It's the only way to do it.
So I cuddle up with my blanket because that's just a normal reaction for me. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put a pillow. I have a really long pillow.
Yeah, like that one.
Kind of, yeah. And I put it in between my legs,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where it stays. Is in between my legs
Mm-hmm.
the whole night.
Well, and you kind of have to keep your legs separated because like
Yeah.
it hurts your knees.
No, it's too hot for me.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh, it's like
I'm also like only half covered
yeah.
with my blanket.
Oh, see, I,
Even at this time, even in winter time, I have my window open, my fan blowing in. I am half covered.
I have to have blankets all the time,
I
even in the summer.
and like Well, and it's funny because I say that I have to sleep like this. I don't have to sleep like this. I sleep wherever the hell I want to, however the hell I want to. I have done that my whole life.
Like that
Yeah.
day that me and him were playing that Life is Strange game, trying to save.
Dude,
kids.
I
He
was
like
I
pass
was
out,
out.
Oh,
and then you wake up and be like, just fucking live with it.
we were trying to save Kate. What was her name? Kate from
Yeah, Kate.
suicide.
Yeah.
And we were like going
Oh,
back and
shit.
back, and Taylor was like half asleep, and he just like yell out from the bed. He's like, "Just let her fucking die!" And we lose it.
It was just like always something
Funny
new
as
each time too.
Oh
it was
my
never
God.
the same fucking
And then-
sentence.
And then we did it finally. We were
Dude.
so happy, and you were like, "Are you happy now?"
I slept.
did it.
I slept really well that day. I
know.
gotta say.
My bed's comfy. Dude. Spend a lot of money on
See,
blankets.
See, some of the best sleep I've had is when it's a time and place I shouldn't be sleeping.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I was
Pass out
when
on
I
the work
was,
toilet.
at Aaron's working with him. I was tired as hell, so tired. I passed out on his couch like 4 or 5 fucking times.
Mhm.
I even got to the point where I was sitting in a plastic chair in his living room, and I laid my head in my lap and passed out. And he'd come in and be like, "Hey man, you okay?" And I'd wake up real quick and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just watching this video on my phone," and then I'd fucking lay my head back down and pass out again, leaving this video just looping the whole entire time.
Well, and I used to sleep at school,
Yeah.
but nobody knew I slept at
Yeah.
school
That was the
because
most
I
comfortable sleep I've ever
slept.
had.
I slept in such a weird way.
Those desks.
You slept
Yeah.
like a normal person.
I-
You had your head down on your desk.
I used to drool everywhere.
I would tuck my arms in underneath my rib cage, and I would fall asleep just like this.
Oh yeah. No, I used to do that too. Actually.
That's exactly how I fell asleep. And back in the day, I used to have long hair. That shit would cover my eyes even
Yeah.
when I was awake. So they couldn't tell a goddamn thing.
Yeah, you're
I
just, you're just
I was
doing
sleeping
shit.
whatever I could do.
Yeah. See, I would pass out on the desk and like just cover my face as much as I could, and just wake up with like drool on my face would be all right, and I'm like, I slept fucking hard, and then I walk and I hit my fucking like upper thigh on the desk and be like, oh fuck. Every
Every day of a
damn
good
time.
question too.
Huh.
Weirdest place you've ever slept. The weirdest.
In front of my fucking heater for 2 hours.
This is the
and then
weirdest
get
place
up.
you've ever slept.
Yeah, and then just keep doing it. And I keep getting up, and I keep getting cold, and my skin would just be like
I used to
broiling.
always take power naps in the Sears bathroom.
See, I can't do that at my
I'd
work.
sit in there to go to
Yeah.
the bathroom, and
Yeah.
straight up, I would pass out, and then like wake up, and then like I don't know what it is, but like if you're sleeping while you're sitting down and leaned over your legs, like you ever have that gas buildup inside
Oh
your chest?
yeah.
I always get like I always sit up, and then it's just this long 5-minute like constant burp.
That's
of
what I
just,
used
like,
to do
air.
at school.
Like I'll just let it
Yeah.
out, and like it'll sound like a burp at first, and then it's just air coming out, and then it goes back to a burp.
I actually I remembered a story that I forgot. I was in whatever one of the computers classes was, and like I'd sit there and listen to music on YouTube and whatnot, and I'd pass out, and like I woke up, and like I had a lot of air in my system, and I drooled all over the fucking keyboard, so I was like fucking pounding to like get it off, and I was like trying to burp, and I wasn't paying attention. I let out the loudest fucking burp, and it was like dead silent in there because half the people were asleep or just bored. It was just fucking loud, and I'm sitting there like looking like I'm banging on the keyboard like a fucking monkey.
The weirdest place I've ever fallen asleep was walking.
Really?
I fell asleep walking. This was in junior high.
Really?
Yeah, so we were coming in from art class, I think.
Uh-huh.
You know, because it was outside in one of the
Yeah.
buildings out there. I was walking to that main staircase,
Mhm.
and I fell asleep halfway there. I was walking right into the brick wall of the school,
Oh.
and I was like, alright, like, what's going on?
That's awesome.
I didn't fall over or anything. I just went boom, ran into it. I was like, ah.
Well, it's kind of amazing that you can fall asleep and keep doing actions.
Yeah.
For me in school, I'd fall asleep and I totally know what was going on in class. And now, like, I can fall asleep and totally know, like, you know, what video I'm watching and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, this isn't even the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Usually they're Fallout 4 builds, and I'm like, That's not it. That's definitely not it.
I remember one time I folded down the back seats of my Volvo.
Oh,
Pushed the
yeah.
sub box all the way up into the back, and I fucking laid my head up against this sleeping bag that I found in the road in Boise. Leaned my head up against that and put my jacket over me like a blanket, and I slept in the back, like partially in the trunk, partially in the car of my Volvo, partially in the cabin, but because like it's got those like 2-piece fold down rear seats.
Oh.
And I left the longer side shut, but the shorter side open, so like my bottom half was in there and just my head is sticking out. Most comfortable thing ever.
Really?
Oh
I've
my
always
God.
wanted to sleep in a car, like a really nice warm car, but I'm afraid I'm gonna be like those babies that get locked in a car.
Well, I woke up. I didn't
I'll
wake
do it
up
to
because of
myself.
intense heat.
Oh, really?
It got so hot, and I woke up covered in sweat,
Oh, God, I hate
yeah.
that.
That's the worst.
Yeah, that is
like
the worst.
camping or some shit.
I no.
Yes.
The only time I've ever experienced it like drastically is when I'm sick.
Yeah,
Just
that's
absolutely drenched in sweat. I'm like, I hate this.
true. And for whatever reason, I'll keep flannel sheets on my bed,
Mhm.
like even during the summer, and I just won't. Like now, I have sheets to switch to, but like I won't remove them, and like I'll fucking just sit there and just swelter in the heat and wake up just covered in sweat, and I'm like, I slept pretty okay, except for waking up. Just fucking drenched. Oh, it's so gross.
All right. Well, it's almost 4. It's 3 minutes till 4.
Yeah, on the note of me being drenched in sweat.
On the note of Colton
Sweet.
being just drenched in his own sweat, I would hope it's his own, anyways.
Who knows at this point? Man.
Thank you guys so much for listening. I
If
guess it's
you-
not really watching.
Yeah, if you stuck around this long, like,
Holy shit, you are awesome.
well, and with my attention span, I love rewatching Taylor's videos.
You don't have to rewatch this.
I
That's
don't.
fine.
No, I will. I just don't know if I could get through all that sitting.
All I gotta say to the people that actually fucking watch this whole thing, if you made it this far, comment goldfish crackers.
Goldfish crackers.
That will tell us you actually watched or
Make
listened
that the
to us
background.
talk and
Put a little
battle on
goldfish
for
in
something of
your
like
ghosty
2
guy's
hours.
But yeah. Honestly, if you guys have any feedback about this show, go ahead and throw it down in the comments.
Or
whatever.
a topic.
Yeah, if you guys have a topic you want us to discuss,
Mhm.
throw it in the comments. We'll talk about it. It just sounds this is just something that I kind of want to do more often because I really like this setup where I just have to, I just have a couple buddies and we talk just about random shit.
Mhm.
So, anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed this.
Oh yeah.
If you didn't, that's fine too.
Yeah, that's
you
okay.
have your own opinion.
We just kind of talked about ourselves.
yeah,
and each other.
well, and that's fine. I feel like it's good to learn about the people
Mm-hmm.
that you're watching.
Well, it's good for us because we don't get to talk about ourselves
No,
or
we
each
don't.
other or anything
we
like
don't.
that. It's always just what's going on at the time.
Yeah, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See you guys later.